Shalom, family, shalom. This is Moshe Ben Yahuda Yisrael, simply out Ben. Got another live stream for y'all. I know it's been a minute, it's been a while, but like I say with this algorithm on YouTube, let me talk about this algorithm for a moment. Peace and blessings, Sister Mika. Peace and blessings. Let me talk about this YouTube algorithm for a moment. It's like this algorithm is it's like they rig it. I noticed like YouTube is on its last leg, man, because I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. With all this, it's like ever since they came with this algorithm, people channel not blowing up, they trying to suppress your channel. It kills your drive to do content on YouTube. In a way, I've been thinking about this for lately. Like, if your channel ain't getting popular or big on YouTube, what you need to be doing this for? You could be investing in yourself. Life is bigger than YouTube. The Most High is bigger than YouTube. You could be doing other hobbies. You could be bettering yourself in life. I know we're in some trying times, but don't use that as an excuse to like try not to better yourself in this life, because we don't know how long we got left in this captivity. We might have y'all forbid, we might have another 50, 70, 100 years. I hope not, because the way this world is getting so wicked. I wish we just had like at least a decade or 20 years left, but that's the Most High's timing. He has the final word. But yeah, because the way the society is a fallen and broken society. No morals. They attack the family structure. Big salute, big salute, big salute, Ariel, big salute, brother. Big salute. But yeah, let me hold up a second. Just hold up a second. Let me go. I don't know why it's not showing up on my main channel. Let me see something right quick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, but I pray all is well with all of y'all. Like I said, we living in a fallen and broken society. No morals. It's so much division in this society, especially when it comes to our people, whether our people is of the world or in this walk. There's so much division, and that's what Hashatan wants. He comes to divide and subtract. The Most High is about adding, and increasing and multiplying blessings. But yeah, all kind of things going on. From the droughts in the West Coast, the Colorado River is drying up. They trying to implement the cashless society. Like they say, certain Starbucks in Europe, they're not taking cash no more. It's coming to the States. I mean, it's coming to the States, you know. But I don't want no chip inside me. That's weird. They gonna pick. We not made to have chips inside of us. We are flesh and blood people. The Most High designed us to be flesh and blood because life is of the blood. If he wanted to design us to have a chip in us, he'd have had us with circuits and stuff. Circuits, wires, and oil. But no, life is of the blood. You know, like it says in what Genesis chapter 9, verse 4, and it says, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And we could back that up. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 7, verse 26. Now you see some Israelites, they'll twist that. They'll twist that and say, oh, you can't eat meat. Yes, we could eat meat. We could eat the meat that's lawful, according to Torah, the meat of the dietary law. But let's go to Leviticus chapter 7, verse 26. Get another precept with that. Let me see something right quick. Yeah, moreover, ye shall eat no manner of blood, whether it be of fowl or of beast, if any of your dwellings, meaning whatsoever soul it be that eateth any manner of blood, even that soul shall be cut off from his people. Meaning you don't drink blood, you don't eat blood, you know. You cook your food well done. So life is of the blood, you know. But yeah, I just want to come on here, you know, see what's going on. You know, because to be honest with you, with this YouTube algorithm, I've been doing content like for what, 3-4 years. You know, it's like YouTube is getting dead to me, to be honest. You know, and I advise people, you know, because invest in yourself. It's never too late to invest in yourself. If you got goals out there you want to do in this life, go try to accomplish. I don't care what people tell you, whether it's people in your family or people you associate with. I'm being real, you know, because life is way bigger than social media. I think we live in social media too much. And I'm guilty. We all guilty. We live in social media too much. Social media is a crutch that's stopping us from really living our lives because life is too short. Our life is of a vapor. We don't know how much time we got left in the land of the living, you know, but most people don't understand that, though. They're too busy, you know, entertaining nonsense on in the black sector of YouTube. I mean, it's just so much stuff going on. One of them content creators, he got exposed. He got doxxed. I'm not going to say his name, but he got exposed for being a predator. I'll be like, a lot of these content creators in YouTube, they not who they say they are. A lot of them, they got passes. That's why I say you can't afford to get into beef with people on YouTube because they're going to pull up your information. And I'm against doxing. I always say that I'm against doxing. You don't dox people because you're putting their livelihood on the line. You know, you're putting their family at risk, and that's just wicked. That's just straight up wickedness, you know. You don't do nothing like that. You know, you're part of the problem when you doxing people just because you had a falling out with somebody on YouTube or with another content creator. You don't do that. You know, and another thing, pulling up on people's houses. You don't do that either because you don't know who at people's location. You don't pull up to nobody location. You don't know what they have. You don't know who they rocking with. You know, I mean, you got a lot of Negroes on here talking all that nonsense. Oh, I'm going to pull up to your location. Drop your address. Drop your location. Man, that's a recipe for disaster. You know, that's a recipe for disaster. Straight up. Straight up. But yeah, this place, man, is a fallen and broken place, man. I'm tired of this place. You know, this wicked society, you know. And it don't matter if you want to become an expat because Babylon is a worldwide system. It don't matter if you want to leave America, go to like South America, Africa, some Asian country, man. The Babylonian system is a worldwide system. It's a worldwide system. You can't escape it. The matrix. You can escape the matrix by coming back into the truth, But yeah, America is just part of the Babylonian world system. But but I want to see. Let's see. But like I said, I didn't really want to come on here, but I'm just wanted to do live stream to see who's gonna show up. Just been a effed up year. All a couple of events that have been happening, man, just been jacked up. But it is what it is. Amazon One Palm Scan checkout rolls out to Whole Foods in Austin. What? One Palm checkout. So I guess that's completely cashless. Let's see. After making its Whole Foods Market debut in Seattle a year ago, the Amazon One contactless payment system is now rolling out to the specialty grocery stores in Austin, Texas. Amazon said yesterday that the Whole Foods store in the shops of an Arbor Trail shopping center in southwestern Austin now can pay for their groceries by scanning their hand on the Amazon One Palm reader at the checkout. Plans call for Amazon One to be deployed at Whole Foods, 6 other stores in the area, including 4 locations in Austin, downtown Austin, East Austin, Domain, Northside, and Gateway shopping centers, and 1 apiece Bee Cave and Cedar Park, Texas. Cashless society is on the scene, y'all. It's starting off small, but it's going to eventually be a ripple effect. Look, they're doing it like in major retailers. You got the self-checkout. Now, I like the self-checkout, to be honest, but I still pay with cash, though. I still rather pay with cash, even if I'm paying at a self-checkout or at a regular cashier. But that One Palm checkout, nah, man, that's just a recipe for disaster. Everything want to go cashless. Let's see. We are excited to introduce Amazon One as an option for our Austin area Whole Foods market customers. Near Andrew Ballabut Sr., whatever his name is, I'll probably butcher his name, but whatever. Senior Vice President and Chief Technology Officer at Whole Foods said in a statement, "We are always looking for new ways to satisfy and delight our customers and offer convenient options to improve the shopping experience. Amazon One uses custom-built algorithms. You see that? Algorithms and hardware to scan a person's unique palm signature and provide a fast and contactless means of enabling everyday activities such as a checkout and payment at a store, presentation of a loyalty card, and secure entry at sites like a store, stadium, or workplace. Customers sign up for the service at a special kiosk or device in participating stores, and enrollment takes less than a minute. according to Amazon. After inserting their credit card, shoppers hold their palm over their device and follow the prompts to the pair they call. Yeah. What's good? What's good, King Sean? Mom, what's good? Yeah, everything going cashless. I still rather use cash though. It's gonna spread. It's gonna spread. It's gonna start off small. You see, they're gonna start off in the big cities. They're gonna start it off in the big cities, and then they're gonna spread it across country. But yeah, that's the future though. Everything going cashless and everything gonna be online. You just like some of these stores, you got online shoppers like you can go pick up your groceries at the store and they come bring your groceries to your car. I'm sorry. I'm old school. I was born in the 80s. I still rather go to the grocery store and buy my groceries. I'd rather get in the car and go take a drive to the store, to a physical store. Because what that's doing is, you see, we already bamboozled by social media and people don't interact in real life as much because they got their face buried in a phone or device or tablet. And it's like it's keeping people distant from each other. You could just buy about anything online these days. You could buy all your groceries online, and all you got to do is just go to the grocery store and pick them up. Pick up your groceries. That's making people lazy. It's making people lazy. It's making people antisocial. You know, that's why I said it's a fallen and broken society. This place is out. It's almost out the window. We don't know how long this place have left, but it's out the window. Rightfully so, because it's time for us to be restored as a nation. And I mean, the algorithm on YouTube is dead. Even the big channels is getting affected by the algorithm. You got people with 100,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers. They're not getting hits like they used to. The algorithm is affecting all channels, whether it's a big channel, a major channel, a small channel. YouTube, and then YouTube with all the policies and stuff, with all the changes in policies. I mean, it's out the window. Me personally, I don't care, because life goes on. Life goes on without YouTube, whether you have YouTube or not. You know, life goes on. You know, because at once upon a time, I used to do lives like every other day. But I'm gonna start limiting the time I'm on here doing lives. Now I'll be a viewer. I was a viewer before I was doing content, you know. But me personally, I might just do streams like every once in a blue moon. It all depends, you know, because you know, what's the point of doing content when the algorithm not helping you out? The algorithm's supposed to help your channel grow, and the algorithm not even doing that. You know, I remember it used to do that back in the day when YouTube first came on the scene. Don't matter what you did on YouTube, man, they let your channel blow up overnight. Nah, if you ain't conforming to the ways of the rules and policies, man, that algorithm gonna like put a stranglehold on your channel. It's gonna stonewall your channel, man, straight up. And that's the way it's going. That's the route it's going. But like I say, me personally, I could care less, you know. I could care less because if I want to, I could delete this channel right now and be like, to hell with YouTube and just go on with my life. Straight up. But I'm not going to do that because I got so much good content on here and memories dealing with people, you know, so it is what it is. But like I said, that algorithm, man, is really killing people's drive to do content on YouTube, you know. Real talk. Shalom and big salute, Master Moshe. Where you been at, brother? Pray all is well with you. Shalom and big salute, Sister Eve ate the fruit of lies. You know. Master Moshe, hope all is well with you out there, brother. Hope all is well with all of y'all. Man, the West Coast getting dried up, man. We getting too much rain down here in Louisiana. Y'all need that rain in the West Coast, man. It's drying up on the West Coast. Man, speaking that's what I want to talk about too. The rivers drying up on the West Coast, the Colorado River. Well, let me see if I can find an article about that. Look, I'm spelling it all wrong and stuff in Google. Let me see. River drying up. Yeah, Colorado River drought. I probably, man, damn English language. I hate this language. I tell y'all, I hate this damn language. Real talk. Let's see if I can find an article that they don't want to add me for ads. Let me see. Man, it's drying up. That's not good, man. If the river drying up like that. Let's see them. The Colorado River drought is a cautionary climate tale. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, because they gave me a strike on one of my live streams. I can't stand them copyright strikes on YouTube, man. I mean, it's just ever since they sold out to Google. Okay, this is time.com. There is something familiar about the high stakes. Oh, I'm going to share it anyway. I'm going to share it anyway. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to share it. You know, I can't stand when they want to strike people challenges for sharing. They got people be sharing all kind of stuff. But like I say, man, to hell with their policies and stuff. The fair use for educational purpose. Fair use, educational purpose. I'm not going to say the whole thing. Okay, let me see something right quick. There we go. Okay, the mighty Colorado River serves as a economic artery. Also is important, economic artery of the region, powering massive hydroelectric dams and supplying water to farmers and rapidly growing cities across the region, but continually overused during a massive year-long mega drought. The dry stretch the area has experienced in more than a millennia has caused water reservoir levels to fall to unprecedented lows, impairing water supplies and the operation of crucial power plants. Let's see, 7 states rely on water from the Colorado River. Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, California, and Nevada. Yeah, that's the West Coast. 7 states. That's 7. Let me highlight that. Look, these states right here, these 7 states, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, California, and Nevada. In June, the federal government told them they had 60 days to come up with a plan to massively scale back their consumption. Last week, that deadline came and went with no agreement. And through the federal government did announce a new round of water cuts mandated in a previous drought plan. 21% for Arizona, 8% for Nevada, 7% for New Mexico, which also relies on the river. Damn, even Mexico relied on the river. Damn, even Mexico. It didn't follow through on its threat to impose most severe water cuts in the absence of state action. This means reservoir levels will likely continue to fall, risking severe electricity and water shortage across the region. Golly, that's a man. If that river dries completely, man, the West Coast is screwed. And it's gonna be a water crisis. It's gonna be a water crisis. Dang, look, they even show a picture. Look, a formerly sunken boat sits upright in the air. Damn. So you mean this thing used? So the river was? See how deep it used to be? It's really drying up. Wow, look at that picture, y'all. See, like all this like mud and stuff, that's how deep the water used to be. Right here. Dang. The drought behind the problem is no fluke. Human-caused climate change is a significant part of the problem, with higher temperatures causing more runoff from rain and snow to evaporate before it reaches the Colorado River at the same time. And it's hard not to see the situation on the river as something like a smaller, spread up version of the global climate crisis. with state governments and the feds delaying action and pointing fingers as the situation they are meant to be addressed and growing even worse. Man, oh yeah, it's getting bad, drying up. Damn demon, not able to see Democrats. And I'm gonna just skim through. So they want to blame it on the Democrats. Both political parties ain't up to no good. Don't matter if they Democrats or Republican, they both ain't up to no good. And I'm gonna continue to see that. It's all a scam anyway. It's all a damn scam anyway. Straight up. Straight up. It's all a scam. But yeah, that's the whole West Coast. It said Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado. They say even Mexico rely on that river. Even Mexico. So that's bad. That's a lot of power sources is supplied. That's a beautiful picture right there. The sun rises over the canal that is full Colorado River, August 17, 2022, near Buckeye, Arizona. Yeah, that's a beautiful picture, man. Screenshot right there. Whoever took that, man, they probably made some money off of that. The sun rising, I always did say, like I said, the West Coast, they probably got some of the most beautiful sunrises and sunsets, on the West Coast. Both calamities have near-term consequences, but the bitter bargain over who makes what sacrifices is likely to play out on a radical shorter timescale in the Southwest, where the price of inaction will hit powerful players like the agriculture sector hard and fast. Whether the region's authorities hash out the mess or else walk hand in hand into disaster could give us an idea of how the global climate fight will play out among the world's biggest polluters. Whether international leaders will take dramatic action before the worst crisis begin or wait to see what kind of new escalating peril will make the tough decisions for them. Okay, that's the article. That was on time.com about the Colorado River drying up. But yeah, like it's going to continue to dry up. Yeah, how long do we have left? Well, it seems not too long because everyone predicting dates 2023, 24. America's going to end. Yeah, I heard about people saying 2030. I heard about people first it was 2023, 2024. Now they're saying it's going to be 2030. Shoo, man, they just want a date set instead of trying to just live their life, live righteously and live their life, take it one day at a time. They want to rush the Lord to come back. That's not good. They want to rush the Lord to come back. Yeah, I know we living in a jacked up world and we want this place to fall and end, but we got to wait on the Lord. We got to wait on the Lord, man. Real talk. Got to wait on him. Because it is a fallen society. It is vexing with all the wickedness going on. Because he in Matthew 24, Matthew chapter 24 is being played out on a daily basis. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah. All that's what's going on is the beginning of sorrows. Verse 8 says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And that's going on a lot. If you're walking in righteousness, you're trying to do the right thing, you're going to be hated by your peers, your family. You're going to be hated by your co-workers, be hated by everyone. Well, not your sake, but for Yahshua's and the Most High sake, because you walk in His word. You're trying to walk the straight and narrow path. Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yes, indeed. And that's what's going on now. The love of many is waxing cold. You got a lot of iniquity going on, lawlessness. Nobody want to walk upright no more. Everybody want to be crooked. Everybody want to follow these bull crap trends and stuff. Nobody want to follow after the Most High and Yahshua no more. They want to follow the ways of the world. Straight up, many false prophets. They want to follow the false prophets. You know, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who purely shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. So all them date sayers out there, them false teachers that want to put a date on when the Lord coming back, they false prophets. Verse 2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways or destructive ways, and many shall follow their destructive ways, by reasoning of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you. Oh, wait. Verse 3 again. And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you. That's going on a lot on these YouTube streets. All these false teachers, what they say, hit that Cash App, hit that Patreon, donate this. Now you got some people using it for a good cause, but the majority of these content creators that spewing false teachers and falsehood, they want you to build up their lifestyle. Make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation or destruction slumbereth not. For if Yah spare not the angels that sin, but cast them down to hell and deliver them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So you see, Noah was preaching righteousness. You know, he was the only one spared in the old world, him and his family. You know, because he was walking upright. He was upright. He was found to be perfect, which is walking upright. Blameless, walking upright. You know, following the ways of the Most High. But yeah, these false teachers out here, they doing it for, they making merchandise of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. They making merchandise of you. You know, they want you to hit the Patreon, hit the Cash App, become a member of their channel. What more do they want from you? They want so much from people. They don't realize most people out there, man, they trying to scrape by and get ends meet. Most people in society. You know? How the heck you bragging about you making 6 figures, but you have all these avenues of income you asking for? You asking for Cash Apps, Patreon accounts, being a member of your channel, but you bragging to people talking about you making 6 figures. And this goes for anybody, you know, this goes for anybody out there on these YouTube streets, you know, they want to throw that word around. Oh, I'm sitting well, I'm sitting pretty, but you asking people for donations and Cash Apps and Patreon accounts and all that stuff. Yeah, it's too much dry begging. Yeah, e-begging, dry begging, you know, straight up. But yeah, all this going on, man. It's being partaken. It's going on. I mean, so much stuff going on. I mean, people losing their mind, people flipping out and killing their families. I mean, it's just craziness, It's just a lot of buffoonery going on in this world. So I don't see why people are coming around here saying, "Oh, I'm saved. I'm saved." What you saved from? Matthew chapter 24, verse 13 says, "But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." So how are you saved, Mr. Christian, Mrs. Christian? How are you saved? Oh, I'm saved. I'm saved, my brother. You got saved yet? We still got to endure. We're not at the end yet. It says, "But he that shall endure until the end," Salakia. "But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." Come on now. We ain't at the end yet. And for all those who scared to read the book of Revelation in the church, talking about, "Oh, we can't read that. We can't read that." Well, let's see what it says. Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. And it reads, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." Come on now. It says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." So Pastor Pochop is lying to y'all, congregants, talking about y'all, the book is sealed. Y'all can't read it. Read the book. Read it from Genesis to Revelations. Read your Bibles out there. Because Pastor Pochop, he probably can't even break down the book of Revelation. He probably could, but he just don't want to do it because it's gonna come with a lot of conviction, and y'all have to do a lot of change. Y'all have to do a lot of change, and they don't want to lose their power. They don't want to lose their 50C3 charter, whatever you call that crap. They don't want to lose their private jets, their mansions, their fleet of cars they got, these expensive cars, like these Rolls Royces they be driving, these Bentleys and all that. How you call yourself a man of the Lord, but you riding around in a Bentley or a Rolls Royce? When you read the Bible, none of the prophets was riding around with nothing like that. They probably was walking on foot most of the time, the prophets. They probably even had no horse. They probably was walking on foot most of the time. The disciples of Christ's disciples, they wasn't riding around on some of the fastest horses in the ancient world. They was walking on foot most of the time, traveling on foot, or getting on a boat, But most of the time, it was on foot. But fast forward to 2022, you got these so-called pastors and elders and mores in Israel in the Christian church, because I'm getting on both. I'm not just going to check the Christian church. I'm going to get on the Israelites too, because you got some Israelites out there. They've been in the truth for so-called 20, 30 years, and they making merchandise off of the house of Israel, and they living in mansions. They're living in mansions. But they want to still teach false doctrine too. Okay, Jeremiah 3:15. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Let me go there. The book of Jeremiah. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 15, and it reads, "And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." And that's not going on. We don't have pastors or leaders like that in the church or in Israel. They don't have the heart of the Most High. They follow after their own vain imaginations. Yeah, let me read that verse 14 too, because this is a good one. Like, if you feel alone out there in this walk, for any Israelite, they may feel like you're alone or you have nobody to fellowship with, or this is your eye. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 14, and it reads, "Turn, O backsliding children, save the Lord, for I am married unto you. I will take you one out of a city. I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion." So everybody in your family ain't meant to come into this knowledge. You may have a big family. He might just choose you and maybe a couple of your siblings or cousins to come into this truth. Or if you're in the city, you might be the only awoken person in the city. You might be the only awoken person in the city. So you got to count it all joy if he choose you. Shalom and big salute, August Dreams. Big salute. But yeah, let me read that again. That was Jeremiah 3, verse 14. It says, turn, O backsliding children, say the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city. So you see, you might be the only one in your whole city. You might be in a city with maybe, let's say you in a city, and the population of your city might be 10,000, 20,000. Out of all them 20,000 people in that city, the Most High might only choose you to wake up to this knowledge. And I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion. Come on now. So this is, like I say, it's the straight and narrow path. You got to realize the straight and narrow path. It's the straight and narrow path. Straight up. The straight and narrow path. And a lot of people fail to realize that. It's not an easy walk, but it's worth it. You know, you're going to have your trials and tribulations. You're going to have your trials and tribulations. It comes with the territory. You got to man up and woman up for this. You know, Matthew chapter 7, verse 13, and it reads, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in therein. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So you see, that's why you may feel like you can't relate to people in this walk, you know, in the world. Even if you were, before you was in the world, you probably couldn't relate to people. Because let's be real, most of us that come into this walk, we probably could relate to certain people in the world, but most people in the world wasn't on our frequency or wavelength of thinking. I'm trying to put it to the best way I could put it. You know, they wasn't on your wavelength or way of thinking. And especially when you come into this knowledge, most people, they just want to be in the matrix. They love the matrix, and they will fight to keep the matrix going because they want to walk they don't want to walk the straight and narrow. They want to enter in the wide gate. They want to go through the wide gate, which leads to destruction. They don't want to walk the narrow path. They don't want to continue to go straight and forward. They want to go left. They want to go right. You know, they want to zigzag. They want to make a U-turn. They don't want to go straight and forward, you know, on a straight gate. You know, verse 15, because of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. That's right. You got them all over in Israel. They wearing the fancy garments. I mean, they wearing the tassels all the way down to the ankles. You know, they just wearing the best of the best. In the Christian church, they wearing the tailor-made suits, the shark skin suits, the Italian leather suits, the leather shoes, from head to toe, they top-notch dress. You know, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. They are ravening wolves that's leading people to destruction. You know, they want to be worshipped by man. You know, they don't want to reverence the Most High in Christ. There we go. How come these pastors don't read Psalms 111, verse 9 and 10? Let me go there. Psalms 111. They want to call themselves this title, but they don't realize this title is only for the Lord. Psalms 111. When I first came across this scripture, I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Man, I didn't know that scripture existed when I first came across, but I'm glad it does, though. All praises to the Most High. Psalms 111, and I'm verse 9 and 10, and it reads, He sent redemption unto his people. He sent redemption unto his people, Israel. And how do he send redemption? through his son, Yeshua HaMashiach. Hallelujah. He sent redemption unto his people. He have commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverend is his name. Holy and reverend is his name. Not Reverend Dinkins, not Reverend Jones. You're supposed to call the Most High Reverend. Reverend's his name. Reverend's the Lord's name. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endure forever. That was Psalms 111, verse 9 and 10 I read, family. The fear of the Lord. Let me start at 9 again. Let me get that 9 again, man. He sent redemption unto his people. He have commanded his covenant forever. Holy and reverend is his name. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endure forever. That's right. So they want to call themselves all these titles like reverend and all that. No, that belongs to the Lord, man. That title belongs to the Lord, you know. But you can't tell that to these people in the churches or in the synagogues or in the mosques or whatever, you know, because they want to be worshipped by men. Okay, I see Eve drop a scripture in there. That's what's up. Let me give them that Jeremiah 23, because that's another cut to them, to the false teachers and the false doctrines out there. That's right. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1, and it reads, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor, save the Lord. Woe, that means destruction, y'all. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, save the Lord. Okay, and got another precept, Ezekiel 13, verse 3. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 3. You know, because they got a lot of them out there. They want to try to date set. They want to try to say when all this going to go down. And they don't even know if they right their own self. There we go. Ezekiel chapter 13, verse 3. Hold on, I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm going to start up. Let me read a few verses up. Ezekiel 13, and I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm going to read up to 3. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesies and say unto, hold up. Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesies and say thou unto them that prophesies out of their own hearts. Woo! Y'all heard that? That prophesies out of their own hearts or minds, meaning they making up false doctrine. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. Woo! And that's going on a lot. That is going on a lot. Oh, I got to read that again, man. I'm going to start over. Ezekiel chapter 13, verses 1 through 3. And it reads on this wise. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesies against the prophets of Israel that prophesies, and say thou unto them that prophesies out of their own hearts. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing. Yes, indeed, they have saw nothing, but they want to say they did, though. Oh, God gave me a vision. God gave me this. He talked to me in my sleep. You know, they just making up all kind of babble, you know. Okay, Jeremiah 10. Let me go there. Go back to Jeremiah. Appreciate y'all for dropping them scriptures up in there. You know, swinging the sword. There we go. All praises. I found it. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 21, and it reads, For the pastors are become brutish and have not sought the Lord. Therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flocks shall be scattered. Yes, indeed. And that's what's going on right now. You got a lot that's going on in Israel. These false camps, these false congregations, in the Christian churches, all over, false teachers ain't gonna, they stuff ain't gonna last. It's gonna be scattered. They're being scattered mentally, physically, and spiritually with all the false teachings. Because they pastors are brutish. They dull-hearted, they dumb, they brutish, they brute beasts. And they never sought after the wisdom of the Most High. They want to lean on to their own understanding. It warns us about that in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Let me go there. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, and it reads, Proverbs 3:5, and it reads, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. There you have it. So you see, they don't want to seek out the Lord. They want to lean on their own understanding. They want to follow their own ways, follow after their own heart instead of follow after the ways of the Most High in Christ, and thinking they're doing something. Ezekiel 34:2-10. It's long. Yeah, that's a good piece right there. Let me go there. Hold up. Ezekiel 34. Let's see. Okay, type in. Oh, the type in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not gonna yeah, use it because it's a limit. It's a limit on how much words you could type. Okay. Let me see. There we go. Ezekiel chapter 34. And I'm gonna start at verse 1 to 10. Verses 1 to 10. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34. Starting at verse 1 to 10. I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it reads, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, thus says the Lord God unto the shepherds, woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves. Should not the shepherds feed the flocks? Whoa. Yes, they shall feed the flocks. If you're a shepherd, you got to feed the flocks. You got to feed the flocks of your sheep. Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. That sounds familiar, y'all. That sounds like these organizations. That been ruining a lot of people's lives. Verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field. When they were scattered, my sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every high hill. Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth, and none did search or seek after them. Verse 7. Therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. As I live, say the Lord God. Surely, because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd, neither did my shepherds search for my flock, but the shepherds feed themselves and feed not my flock. Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord God, behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand, and cause them to increase, and cause them to cease from feeding the flock. Neither shall the shepherds feed themselves anymore, for I will deliver my flock from their mouth, that they may not be meat for them. Man, that's some powerful scriptures, right? That was Ezekiel 34, verses 1 through 10. Yeah. Let me read that verse 4, man, because that is true. Let me start. I've got to read some of that again. The disease have ye not strengthened, neither have ye healed that which was sick, neither have ye bound up that which was broken, neither have ye brought again that which was driven away, neither have ye sought that which was lost, but with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them. And that's what's going on in them camps, y'all. And these churches too. They ruling their congregations with cruelty. If you speak up against wickedness, they want to shun you. They want to cast you out. They want to excommunicate you from their organization or church, you know, and they gonna slander your name. And that's what they do. They slander your name. You know, like in Goon Mountain Squad. Y'all know who Goon Mountain Squad is? Like, soon as one of them brothers leave that cult, they making slander videos talking, oh, the Lord gonna kill you. The Lord gonna destroy you. You're gonna be food for the missiles. You want to leave the truth? You're leaving the truth. That's what they like to say. Oh, you're leaving the truth. No, you're just leaving a wicked organization. You're not leaving the truth. Nah, don't get it twisted. Some of them, they get their minds messed up so bad, they go right back into the world. They will leave the knowledge. Just because you Israel, don't let, I'm just speaking in general to any Israelite out there in the truth. Just because you have a bad experience with certain Israelites, don't let that cause you to fall away from the truth, brother or sister. You know, or don't let that ruin your faith, because at the end of the day, the Most High is bigger than all of us. He's bigger than our problems. He's bigger than all of us, because he gave us this life. He gave us the breath of life in our nostrils, straight up. So don't, and I know it's going, it mess with your, you know, it will do a toll on your mental health and emotional health or whatever, but don't let that cause you to go back into the world, or don't let that cause you to go back into the wicked churches, you know, the Christian churches that's teaching this paganism. You know, you stop celebrating the holidays for 5 years, and just because you have a bad experience, you're gonna go right back into that crap. You know, think about all the money you wasted celebrating them holidays. And we about to come up with holiday season. That's around the corner. We got the holiday season up around the corner the next couple of months. You know, to hell with all that crap. But yeah, don't let no crappy experience cause you to turn your back on Yah and Yahshua. You know, because we put our faith in man too much. We got to put our faith in Yahuwah and Yahshua HaMashiach, because man will let you down, but the Most High will not let you down, because his will is always perfect. Sometimes we may not understand what we're going through in his life, but it's going to all work out for your favor in the long run. You just got to trust in Yah. You got to trust in Yahshua, have faith in Yahshua, and trust in the Most High, man. Real talk. You know, I'm just keeping it 100. Okay, Jeremiah 12. Hold on, let me go there. Jeremiah 12, verse 10, and it reads, many pastors have destroyed my vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. They have made it desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth unto me. The whole land is made desolate, because no man laid it to heart. And that's going on, even though it's talking about Israel, it's going on in this country today too. This land is desolate. America is desolate. You know, this, and like I say, they will trot over America. Nobody fear America no more. Even the little third world countries don't fear America no more. They got nuclear powers. Even if they just got one nuclear missile and a half a nuclear missile, they still puffing their chest up to America, you know. But yeah, but dealing with our land of Israel, our land is polluted. You know, they destroyed the vineyard. And when you talk about the vine, it's talking about us as a people. We are the vineyard, Israel. My pastors have destroyed my vineyard. Who's the Lord's vineyard? Israel. We is his vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. They have made it a desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth unto me. The whole land is made desolate, because no man laid it to heart. You know, the shepherds, they don't want to take care of the land. They don't want to till the land. They don't want to take care of the vineyard, which is us. You got all these false teachers out here. They leading the flock astray. I hear you, King Sean, Mom. I hear you. I hear you, sister. I would never go back to the church. That's what's up. You know, you ain't missing nothing. You're not missing nothing. It's just nothing but hooping and hollering in a concert. You know, like somebody told me one time, it's like, man, you know what? When you go to a Baptist church, it's like you're going to a concert. I say, yeah, for real. You know, it is. You know, like they doing a lot of singing and dancing. No, ain't nobody getting fed spiritually with this word. You know, he might read like one scripture and that's it. And nowadays he's gonna give a motivational speech and they're gonna just start hooping and hollering and dancing. You know. Let's see, Isaiah 56, verse 11. Yes, indeed. Let me read verse 10. Read that verse 10. Isaiah 56, and I'm going to start at verse 10, and I'm going to read up to 11. His watchmen are blind. They are ignorant. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. Whoa. Yea, they are what? They are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. And they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain, for his quarter. Yes, indeed. That's what they do. They look to their own way. You know, they greedy dogs. They greedy dogs, man. They don't care about the well-being of their flocks. They be right around the corner. Facts. It's a lot of low-down things going on in the church too. Yes, ma'am. And in the Israelite organization. It's just not the Christian church. It's in Israel too, sister. It's just it's like I said, around here, see over here, we call it down the middle. We get on Pastor Pochop. That's why I always came up. That's why I came up with this saying. I said, yeah, hold on, let me slow down, Moshe, man. Take your time, Moshe. Take a breath. That's why I always say you cannot always look out for Pastor Pochop and Deacon Donut. You got to be aware of Elder Lamb Chop, you know, and Bishop Broccoli, you know, in Israel, in the Israelite community. Look out for Elder Lamb Chop and Deacon Broccoli, you know, and Pastor Pochop and Deacon Donut, that's in the Christian church, but Elder Lamb Chop, you know, and Deacon Broccoli, that's in the Israelite community. You gotta look out for them too, because there's a lot of ravening wolves in Israel too. And a lot of low down things going on in the Israelite community too. Yeah. You know, that's why I say we call it down the middle around here. We call it down the middle. Got to. You know, because some Israelites, that's all they do is they attack the Sunday church. They attack the Christians, you know. And you got a lot of sincere Christians out there that got the spirit in them. They got the ruach in them, but they don't have that knowledge of the Torah. They don't have the knowledge of some of the laws, you know. But they got that strong faith. But they just not following certain commandments. And you got a lot of Israelites out here, they know the Torah, they know the law. They try to follow the law to the best of their ability, but they don't got the fruits of the spirit in them. Their heart is black like sackcloth. They are looking to stir up discord and strife amongst their brothers and sisters. But you got some Christians out there, they full of the ruach, man. I'm just keeping 100. I'm going to keep it 100. They are full of the ruach. Some Christians, not all, but it's a small percentage of them, you know, because I'm not giving them a pass. Don't think Brother Moshe giving them a pass now, you know, because we know the majority of these churches are hijacked. They are hijacked by Hashatan, these churches. Oh, okay. So Sister Rhonda, okay. All right. So I'm going to address you as Sister Rhonda. Sorry, fam. This is my son, Sean's YouTube. My name is Rhonda. Okay. Well, Sister Rhonda. But yeah, Sister Rhonda, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you, sister. You're not missing nothing in them churches. You're not missing nothing in that. Yep, and black churches definitely cover up sinister things that happens, like homosexuality, pedos, stealing money, incest in people's family. They never talk about. Exactly. That's the elephant in the room that most black people don't want to talk about. Those three things you just commented, Sister Eve, these are the main elephants in a room that black people don't want to talk about. You know, you see, they don't want to talk about those things, so they cover up. And it's sad as wickedness. A lot of people's lives are ruined behind that. They've been victims of that. You know, it's just sad. I don't know why so-called black people protect those type of people that you just name and categorize. Uncle Pete been touching the nieces in the family, and Aunt Sandra just put it under the rug. Exactly. It's sad. Why do black people protect the damn pedos and the molesters out there? I don't get it. Because in most foreign countries, you get found out hurting a child like that, you getting executed. You getting executed on the spot. You getting taken out. But in the black community, man, we protect the wickedness. Why do we protect the wicked in the so-called black community? Because he the breadwinner of the family. Scratch that. Heck no, I don't care. He did what's wrong is wrong. He needs to be brought to justice. Anybody that abuse a child, man. Anybody, whether it's a woman or a man abusing children, they need to be brought to justice. But we understand in the so-called black community, we protect people like that. Just because he's a breadwinner or he might have a high position in society, he might be like a member of city council or something, or he might be a deacon in the church. I don't care what he is. What's wrong is wrong. Need to be brought to justice. But they do that, though. They protect the wicked in the churches. And it's like that in the Israelite community, too. They have respect of persons. You know, you could have this wicked older or elder, but I call them older, especially if they not, you know, but I'm going to just say elders for general state. You got a lot of these wicked elders in Israel. They probably, like in Dimona, like in a situation in Dimona, Israel, some of these wicked elders, they was abusing boys and girls, and they let them fly for all them years. You know, they was abusing both boys and girls in Dimona, Israel. Why you want to live amongst that? And they're really not living in good conditions in Dimona, Israel. They're living right next to a nuclear I think they got them living right next to a nuclear waste field. Them Khazars got the real Israelites living next to a nuclear waste field in Dimona, Israel. This is why so many young black people have left the church and are traumatized and don't believe anymore. Exactly. And that's what's sad, Sister Eve. You got a lot of our youth, man, giving up on the Most High. It's sad. It's sad to see the youth, the young black youth, they're giving up on God and Christ. They don't even want to believe in the Bible. They want to say, oh, it's outdated. I'm going to just live how I want to live. And it's sad because the Most High, he wants to deal with the youth. That's when the Most High wants to deal with somebody in their youth. Like in age. He wants you to seek him. He want you to seek him out like when you're in your 20s. You see, a lot of people have this mentality, oh, I'm going to wait till I'm 50 years old and 60. No, 50 years old is the cutoff year. That's the cutoff spot. Now, you got people waking up in their 60s and 70s into this truth. That's a blessing. That means the Most High, he really wants them. But the majority of the people the Most High really want to deal with, he want to deal with you in your youth. And when you in your youth and strength, that goes for men and women. He want to deal with you when you're young, when you're full of youth, when you're a spring rooster or spring chicken. You know, he don't want to deal with you when you're an old rooster or old chicken. You know, he want to deal with you when you're a young lion or young lions. You know, but you see the world mentality and the religious mindset have you thinking, oh, I'll wait till I get 70. Why you want to wait till you're all old and decrepit, can't hardly walk, your back hurting and stuff? You know, you're walking with a can all walking. Now you want to seek the Most High, man. You can't play the Most High for a fool. And that's what's wrong with people. They think they can play the Most High God for a fool. No, seek him now. Now is the time. You know, now is the time. I'm just speaking to the general public, you know. I'm just speaking to the public, you know, those who may come across this live stream, you know, in the future or whenever. But yeah, he want to deal with you in your youth. You know, exactly. They do all that what you name. They do the same thing. They cover up the wickedness. They call it being respecter of persons. Respecter of persons. That's what you call it. Just because he might be in the truth for what 40 years, he a 4-star elder, whatever. All these vain titles that really don't hold no weight to what Yahshua has done for us. Oh yeah, they cover up a lot of wickedness. They do. You know, they want to cover up all the wickedness, but at the same time, they quote Isaiah 58, verse 1, it says, "Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins." Yeah, they like quoting that scripture, but when it comes to their very own, they don't cry loud. They don't cry loud and spare not when it comes to their own wicked congregations, all churches, but they want to cry loud. They want to cry loud and spare not when it comes to people in the world, when they're on the street corners and stuff, barking and stuff. You know, supposed to call it, you're supposed to judge righteously, but most of them not judging righteously though. They not. You know, and I don't blame people, you know, for leaving the church, you know, because we all probably went to a church before when we was children. You know, like I say, I was on a path of being raised as a Catholic. All praise to the Most High. I didn't go down that path completely though, because my mama, she wanted me to attend catechism, the Catholic, the Sunday school, you know, the where the Catholics go to catechism, you know. But I guess the Most High, he been intervening that, you know, because man, just think if I would have been indoctrinated into Catholicism, man, I could have been a priest, been Father Moshe, Father Moses. But I think it won't even happen though, because the Most High here, probably, you know. So all praise to the Most High. I didn't go down that path because I think I'd eventually snap out. I got tired of looking at all them whitewashed images, them seeing that pale hippie on the cross, knowing well that's not the true Messiah. That's Cesare Borgia on that cross. You know, the white Virgin Mary, the white prophets, the white apostles. Something ain't right. Something don't bode right. They want to make everybody in the scriptures be pale faced and European descent. But look how they treating other people. Look what they doing to the world. Ain't no way they can't be the people of the book. Look at the way the world is today. Look what's going on with the inflation. People don't want to work no more. Inflation, the prices, these slum lords out here raising the prices. These slum lords, that's what I call them, slum lords, kicking people out their apartments in their rent houses. You got people living in motels because they can't afford to pay rent like in an apartment or a rent house. You know, and it's sad. This damn inflation. That's why I say this is evil. Inflation is evil. It's an evil action. Straight up. Evil. Why you want to raise the price of rent? Knowing well most people living paycheck to paycheck in a society. Y'all evil, wicked, damnable dogs. All for these landlords in the rent houses. Your house not even worth that much, but you want to charge people to rent out. You want to rent out your house to people for what? $1,200, $1,500 a month. That's a damn mortgage right there. That's a freaking mortgage. A cheap mortgage, because most mortgages probably start off, I don't know, the housing market right now, the average mortgage probably start off between $1,500 to $2,000 a month for the average mortgage, you know. And that's not talk about the cost of living in California, New York. That's nightmarish right there. That's straight up nightmarish. I see why people leaving New York and California. See what's bad about that? All the people migrating from California, New York, in the states they're going to, that's going to make the rent go up. That's going to make the cost of living go up because of the people migrating. It's just a whole cluster bang, man. Straight up. I'm going to be real. I believe we don't have a lot of righteous people in this truth. Sad to say, too many have agendas looking for praise, worship, greedy dogs, lying, etc. Oh, I'm tongue twisted. Man, I need a bottle of water. Let me go give me something to drink. Maybe that's going to help me out. Yeah, that's sad. That's true. A lot of righteous people in the truth. Sad to say, too many have agendas looking for praise, worship, greedy dogs. They want to be famous on YouTube. More views and subscribers equal more filter lucre in their pockets. Yeah, but I was just talking trash about deleting this chat. I was just the devil playing with my mind. I rebuked that bastard in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach. You know, I don't care if our channel don't get 1,000 subscribers because, you know, we got to stop. We got to stop. I mean, this flesh ain't nothing nice, man. Because this flesh be having you doubting yourself, man. That's how you know this flesh is evil, man. That's why the scriptures always tell us to walk in the spirit. Because, I mean, Hashatana whisper all kind of negative thoughts in your mind, be like, oh, man, you ain't getting 1,000 subscribers, Moshe. You might as well delete the channel, Moshe. Be like, I rebuke you, you cloven-footed loser. Who cares if I don't get 1,000 subscribers, man? Because like I said, the Most High is bigger than YouTube. The Most High is bigger than social media. That's what people fail to understand. The Most High is bigger than all this, man. Exactly. That's what they want to do. They want to have filter lucre in their pocket. They want to live a certain lifestyle, Sister Eve. You already know this. Just look at their fruits. You should know them by their fruits. If they posting up, oh, I just brought me a new car, y'all. I brought me a new car. These YouTubers, man, they living off their subscribers. You know, they get the super chats, the donation. They got their channels monetized. They're getting all them multi-incomes. That's how they're getting their multi-incomes off of the monetization of their channels, cash apps, super chats, Patreon accounts, YouTube membership. That's five sources of incomes right there. And I'm sure they probably got a regular job, some of them. They probably or they probably have like a little side hustle. Yeah, they get multiple incomes. But like I said, it's human nature. Human beings are gullible people, gullible creatures. That's just human nature. You're going to have gullible people that want to support their favorite YouTuber. And you can't tell people what to do, but that's on them. That's on them. Yeah, but this place is falling, though. Babylon is falling. Whether they like it or not, I know a lot of our people don't want to hear this because they want this place to continue forever, man. Nothing lasts forever in this realm, man. This is a everything in this realm of the living is temporary. Everything. Nothing lasts forever in this world, in this physical plane, which we call Earth, the land of the living. Everything is meant to be finite in the land of living because of sin. Because after Adam and Eve fell and had absorbed the forbidden knowledge, it caused the fall of man. You see, the Most High wanted everything to be immortal. He wanted this to be forever. But due to sin, everything in this physical realm became temporary. Now the earth gonna be here forever. The earth, because the Most High, He ain't gonna destroy earth. He not gonna destroy His creation, earth. He not gonna destroy. Because I used to thought that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, fam. When I was in Christianity, when they say God gonna destroy the world, I used to thought He just gonna blow up the planet, like in some Dragon Ball Z, Marvel, DC universe type stuff. Just boom, blow up the earth. But no, what it mean is He just gonna destroy the age. He just gonna do away with the current setup. Appreciate that, Sister Rhonda. I appreciate that. We need channels like you and Brother K. Judah to hear the raw truth of the scriptures. All praise to the Most High. Yeah, long live King Yeshua HaMashiach. I'm just a servant. Ain't no big eyes and no little U's, Ryan. That's right, Master Moshe 100. Yeah, for real. Ain't nothing lasts forever. Everything in this world is temporary. That's what people don't understand. Yeah, you might be on top for a day, but you're eventually going to be brought back down if you don't humble yourself. That goes for anybody in the world. You got look at these rappers. Prime example, look at these rappers. Out of all the rappers, yeah, you're going to be hot for a couple of years. But these new age rappers, man, they not lasting long like the stuff we grew up on. Especially if they want to go down that drill route, because they're going to end up getting got. They want to talk about how many bodies they got, and they're going to end up getting their subscriptions canceled. But yeah. Like they have this saying, success, how it goes, success is rented and rent is due. And that is true when it comes to being successful in this world. Yeah, you're going to be on top you're going to have your season on top. You're going to be on top for a couple of seasons, but eventually rent is due. Rent is due when it comes to success. Yeah. Look at the drug lords. Look at these drug lords. They be on top. They living their best life, these drug lords. But eventually they're going to be brought down. They're going to either be brought down by their rival cartels or the government going to invade them. Oh, yeah. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate every last one of y'all for coming through. Big salute to everybody that showed up. Big salute to people that was watching in the clouds, on this Tuesday afternoon. But yeah, that's what people fail to understand, though. I'm going to continue to preach that, and I think you should say that to yourselves too as a person. Everything is temporary. Like, maybe if people have that mindset, they'll stop comparing their lives to other people's lives. And just because you see somebody posting something on social media, yeah, they might be on vacation, looking like they living their best life, but you got to look at it. They're on vacation. And when they come back home from vacation, they got to still come back and face their problems. Let me say that again. If you scrolling down on Facebook or Instagram, don't let the enemy creep in and don't compare yourself to that person. Because, yeah, it may seem like they living it up, but they got to come back home and face their problems, what they going through. If they posting up with if it's a woman, friend and sisters out there, you might be single, you might see, some sisters posting with their husband or boyfriend, but their relationship could be a toxic relationship. It could be a toxic relationship. To my single brothers out there, yeah, he might got a beautiful woman, or he got a woman that you probably might desire and all that. So what? She probably could be a damn Jezebel and he an Ahab. Or she probably plotting to leave him. She probably trying to leave him for somebody that got the bag. And it's wrong. That's why I say you can't stop comparing yourself. Oh, God damn it, Moshe. Slow down. Damn, I'm getting on my own self, y'all. I want to say this. Stop comparing yourself to what you see on social media, because you don't know if they living righteous. You don't know if they living righteous. And they could be wicked people. A wicked man is given to a wicked woman, and a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. Yeah, I leave it like that. Whoa. I'm trying to find that link where they have so many sundown towns. It's scary and it's a shame for 2022. Top state, Illinois. In Illinois? They got sundown towns in Illinois? Wow. I can expect that like in the deep south, like Louisiana, Texas, and Alabama. That's just to show y'all if they still have sundown towns in the year 2022, that's just to show y'all, family, that racism hasn't died. If they still have sundown towns in America, racism has not died. I don't care what the liberals say. I don't care what these black, white liberals say. Oh, racism, oh no, it still exists. Racism still exists. It still do. It still do. I don't care what people say. Oh, times have changed. We not in those times no more. That was the past. Blah, 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 blah. You go, all right, go to a sundown town and see what happened. These Gentiles really don't want to dwell amongst us. Yeah, they want to try to steal our thunder. They want to steal our swag as men and women of Israel, you know, so-called black people, but they want to steal our recipes. They want to steal our recipes, but they can't cook worth a damn. You know, they just use salt and pepper, man. They don't even use no kind of in-between seasonings. They don't even use no herbs, no type of blends and mixes. They just use a speck of salt, a pinch of salt, and a little speck of pepper. And it still be bland. It still be tasting bland. They don't use they don't even all of their meat. They don't put no oil on the meat. You know, they don't like when they doing a roast, they probably don't put no garlic cloves up in the roast, stuff the garlic cloves in the roast. They probably don't even do nothing like that. All they do, they probably learned it from a black person. You know, but yeah, they still got sundown towns out there. Gotta be careful. You got to be careful wherever you're going. You know, we in 2022, but this year got about at least 3 to 4 months left, at least. You know, a few about at least 4 to 5 more months left in 2022. We'll be in 2023 according to their calendar. You know. Shalom and big salute, Oracle 007. Welcome to the stream. We've been on for an hour and 29 minutes. But yeah, this year, I found it funny. This year has begun, and we almost at the end of this year. Yeah, time moving so fast. Exactly. I'm serious. It just seems like 2022 started, and we're about to be at the end of this year. Whew. But I already know, like I said, don't get excited because 2023 coming with some rocket stuff too. Like I said, this whole decade gonna be off the chain. The whole 2020 decade, it all started with 2020, 2021. This year, only the Most High knows what 2023 gonna bring. That's crazy though. That is crazy. It just seems like we was in January. Now we in September already. I just don't like the holiday season. All praise to the Most High for this truth. Because I don't care what y'all say, the holiday season is the most stressful time of the year. Maybe y'all might have different opinions, but I'm speaking for myself. The so-called holiday season is the most stressful time of the year because a lot of people are going to be under pressure. You know, they got to pay their bills and they got to save money to buy gifts for all these people they really can't stand. Got to buy all these Christmas gifts for people they can't stand. They've been beefing with family members all year long. But come Christmas, come December 25th, they want to act like everything is peaches and cream. But as soon as December 26th Come around, they back to beefing with that family member. Man, that's why I say it's all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 2023, Sister Eve. Yeah, we got a bone to pick with you. Flawed breed. I don't know if you're still doing content, brother. I'm gonna call your name. I'm gonna call you flawed because you're not flawless. You're flawed. We all got flaws. So I'm gonna say flawed breed. Flawed breed. You want to say 2023 days of darkness? Yeah, we got a bone to pick with you, bro. So come 2023, if we don't see no dark clouds, we don't see no dark clouds, if we don't see no pitch black city, if I still got lights on, if I still gotta pay my cable bill in 2023, that means ain't no darkness coming, no 2023 days of darkness. If I still gotta pay my cable bill, my Clico bill, that's a company, that's Central Louisiana Electric Company, Clico. If I still gotta pay my Clico bill, and all that, and my internet bill with Cox Communication. Sheesh. Yeah, that's what I heard. They say he ain't doing scriptures no more. Yeah. Oh no, I don't care. We still gotta call him out. I don't care. No. He the one who want to predict it. We still gotta call him out on it. So Most High willing, in 2023, I don't know if we don't see no pitch black. If my electric not going out, if I still see the street lights on, if I still could use the internet, if I don't see no dark clouds, if I don't see no darkness taking over everything, oh yeah. he said it. I want to say that was back in 2020. I think we dealt with him. Yeah, I think it was in 2020 we dealt with him. Either 2019, 2020 when we dealt with him. He want to say 2023 gonna be days of darkness. Oh yeah, He must think we didn't forgot. I don't know. No. We ain't forget anything. So if I still gotta pay my electric bill, that goes for y'all too. Let me know if y'all still gotta pay y'all cable and electric bill in 2023. If y'all say, oh yeah, brother Moshe, I still gotta pay my electric bill, I'm gonna be like, yeah, too, me too. I still gotta pay my cable and electric bill. If I'm still seeing the utility workers doing their job, that means ain't lights, you still got power. If I see the electric trucks riding around in the city, fixing on power lines and stuff, fixing on transformers, installing new poles and stuff. Oh yeah, that means we still got power. Oh yeah, it's too late. He the one who called it out, so we gotta address the issue. Most High willing in 2023. We gotta address the issue. Straight up. We gotta address the issue. He the one who called it out. He said 2023 gonna be days of darkness, family. And then he said, what, the Lord coming back in 2027? Yeah. So we gonna see. But right now we're gonna deal with that days of darkness though next year in 2023, Most High willing. When is darkness supposed to fall in the land again? No, it was just YouTuber, Sister Arca. It was just YouTuber we dealt with, I think we dealt with him a couple of years ago. He was talking about in the year 2023, it's gonna be days of darkness. It's gonna be days of darkness. It's gonna be pitch black, and I mean, he was just all over the place. He was all over the place. And then he say in 2027, the Lord coming back. And now you got Israelites out there saying 2030 that it's going to be over in the year 2030. Instead of focusing on getting right themselves, they want a date set. They want to set all these dates. And that's going to cause a lot of people to lose their salvation because they focus on the wrong things. Yeah, see, Brother Monster posted a video. China heat wave in 2022. People hiding in caves. Damn, China burning up, eh? China burning up. China getting burning up. Okay, that's a good question. So, do we need to mark our Gregorian calendar or do we need to mark our Hebrew calendar? Which one? Now, when it comes to I still follow the Gregorian calendar because we got to follow this calendar, due to because we in captivity. But some people follow Hebrew calendar, but we gotta realize, that's the calendar they present us with, the Gregorian calendar. Like, so I'll just follow that one. But me personally, I don't celebrate their New Year's. I celebrate the New Year when it's time, like in the spring, the real New Year's, like the January 1st. I don't do that. I don't fool with that. Janus, the two-headed false god. I don't do that. Because you gotta realize it's common sense. Think about it. You're gonna have a new year in the dead of winter. Winter represent decay, death, dying, but spring represent new life. Most animals have their offspring in the springtime. Most animals. That's when you see the new flowers blooming in spring. Yeah, it sounds good to them. Itchy ears, right? Itchy ear doctrine. Mm-hmm. But yeah, China getting burned up, huh, Monster? Heat waves in China. That's what they deserve it, though. They deserve it with their bootlegging sales. That's the bootlegging capital of the world, China. They could imitate just about everything. Trying to create an artificial sun. What's wrong? That's why they burning up. They trying to mock the Most High, trying to create an artificial sun. That's what they getting judged. They getting judged. They getting judged by the Most High. And a lot of them atheists out there, they don't even believe in the Bible in China. Some parts of China, they catch you with a Bible, you go to jail. They'll put you in jail if you own a Bible in China. Some parts of China probably want to take you out. London is burning up. China is burning up. Everywhere is burning up. And other places are flooding tremendously. I'm sure the tectonic plates will be moving around profusely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the earth. Let me see. Hold on. The birth pains of earth. Earth is crying out to the Most High. Earth is crying out to the Most High. The birth pains of earth is crying out to the Most High for us to be restored as a nation. That's why all this is happening. Because look what they're doing to the land. Ever since they came into power, man, the Gentiles, they've been abusing up on resources. They've been abusing the resources, doing all kind of things they have no business doing. Trying to control the weather with the HAARP machine, thinking they could outdo the Most High when it comes to the weather. No, the scripture said the Most High will not give his glory to no other. And that is true. His word is final. He will not give his glory to no other. But you can't tell it to mankind, though, especially the Gentiles. They think they is God. Especially these scientists out here want to create all these diseases, want to try to clone things. They think they are God. They want to play God. And they're gonna pay for that too. They're gonna pay big time for that. They're gonna pay for that. Their shoes was melting in the ground, heat exhausting, balling skin. That is nasty. Skin balling. China getting hot like that is heating up in China. Yeah, that's a helicopter flying over. Yeah, a helicopter. He just flying over. He ain't coming for me. Don't worry, he ain't coming for me, helicopter. You know, ain't nobody come and pick me up in the helicopter. They don't want to face the see all these white executives are killing themselves due to fraud. Yeah, they don't want to lose. See, that's their God, Sister Eve. Money and status is their gods. So they don't want to lose. You see, the Gentiles, they still, I want to pick, they still practice polytheism. You know what I'm trying to say, y'all family. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Polytheism, meaning worshiping multiple gods. They still practice that, the Gentiles. Let me tell you why. Because the blazing iron, that's one of their gods. The blazing iron, which is the gun, aka the blazing iron, that's one of their gods. Money is one of their gods. Status is one of their gods. Power is one of their gods. So they practice in polytheism. I don't care if they're a Christian. They can say they're a Christian until they blue in the face. They are worshiping multiple gods. They're still practicing polytheism, like their Greek and Roman ancestors used to do. And their Nordic ancestors, all European Gentile nations, they practicing. They had they worship they had a pantheon of gods and goddesses they worship. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They still practice polytheism. The gun is one of their gods. They wicked laws. They power structure, all that. Ain't nothing new under the sun. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Shalom and big salute. Yeah. Shalom and big salute, brother. Big salute. Biblical swarm of flies. Oh, I can see August drop something in the hold up a second. Let's see something. Oh, it's redirecting. Okay. Fair use, Sister Deborah. Fair use. Don't come after me, Sister Deborah. That brother Moshe used one of my videos. I'm gonna get him. Don't come after me. Oh man. I don't want no smoke with Watchman, man. I don't care. He look all patient and calm. I don't want no smoke with Watchman. He gonna hit me on the head with that Hebrew staff. He go, you better not talk about my wife, Moshe. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna humble you with my Hebrew staff. I'm just joking. Hey, that's the ones you gotta watch out for, the patient ones, you know, like Watchman, you know, he look like he patient, you know, and that's the most intimidating man, a patient man that talk calm and patient. That's intimidating, you know, that's intimidating, you know, because you know when you push their buttons and when they really let loose on you, it's a done deal. Real talk. Okay, let me show this right quick. This video about the biblical. Hold on, let me share it first, man. I mean the comment section off the chain, man. I can't keep up with y'all. I can't keep up with y'all right now, but I'm you know, one at a time. But y'all good though. Man, let's see. Okay. Biblical swarm descend on tourists. Okay.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. So right now there's a report that a biblical swarm of flies descended upon tourists. Hmm. So y'all know with all of this heat, it's not just heat that's going to show up, right? Whenever there is an extension of heat, other things happen as well. And so in this case, they are looking at flies, a biblical swarm of flies, so much so that it brought terror to the people at this location. So let's get into the story. Y'all do know that that is one of the things that the Bible said was going to take place, that the plagues of Egypt were going to be around, right? And so, whoo, my goodness, what are we looking forward to? What is ahead? What lies ahead, y'all? So, anyway, back to the report. It says a biblical swarm of flies descended upon Blackpool tourists, and they were on the seaside, of course. It says, as footage shows, hundreds frantically battling the pest as they try to enjoy their day at the beach. Squealing children and irked adults can be seen shaking their heads and desperately battling away the winged critters using their hands, towels, and hats in Blackpool. Lindsay King was visiting the popular resort with 18-year-old son Kieran King to watch the Blackpool Air Show for his birthday. The bakery worker was waiting with her son for the typhoon display to pass overhead when suddenly, a swarm of sand flies descended on them. I bet that had to be one of the grossest moments. Oh my goodness, I can't stand flies. We know that the warm weather brings them, of course. Father, I believe I say that in a respectful way. I know that they are meant to be a pest. I don't like them, but hey, the Most High created them for a reason. In this case, their reason was so that they could irk these people, frighten the children, whatever happened. That's what they were created for. You see, of course, we do know that they have other purposes. They help decaying matter to vanish away a lot faster than normal. Okay. The 51-year-old whipped her phone out to document the chaotic scenes as hundreds of day trippers, some clutching deck chairs and picnics, frantically batted them away after a 5-minute onslaught that the mom of three likened to one of the 10 plagues of Egypt. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Says the tiny bloodsuckers finally dispersed, leaving everyone free to enjoy the show. We were all waiting for the typhoon display. Then all of a sudden, they just appeared. They came up over the bars, and it was it. They hit the whole of the seafront at once, and everyone was swatting away at them. It was really weird because 1 minute there was nothing. There was, and then the next, it was crazy. It went crazy. So that is a very eerie sounding thing. It says the sandflies, which Lindsay believes made an appearance when the tide went out, engulfed the crowd and left her worrying. Two of the many monstrosities had gone up her nose. Woo! My goodness. Lindsay said they were really thick for about 5 minutes before they started to ease off a bit. But they were present all the time. I kept my mouth shut and had to blow out my nostrils. I was sure a couple had gone up there. Oh my goodness! Every time I hear that, this sounds so disgusting. Some people were too bothered about themselves while their kids got covered, and others were a bit OTT, whatever that means, like they were going to die with all these flies. Oh, I guess that OTT means over the top. That's what I'm guessing it means, right? Um, I live near the border of Scotland, and midges up there are terrible. So I'm used to it. This is what this person is saying. They're used to it. How could you ever get used to that? How could you ever get used to it? But I guess some people do. Nonchalant, Lizzie said on a future trip, she may encounter one of the other nine plagues, quipping it would be a funny place to experience it. Lindsay said, the next time we go, it might be raining frogs. If something like the apocalypse did come to the Blackpool, it'll be a funny place for it. So I guess someone is getting a little laughter out of it, but I'm sure the tourist didn't see anything funny. Again, bugs such as flies are very, very annoying. They are a pest. The Bible does speak of the pest that the Egyptians had to endure. So look for more of this kind of stuff because with the changing weather, I'm sure you're going to see more. We've been talking about what the droughts have been causing, in various regions around the world. And California is causing virus or fungus dust that is actually deadly in some cases to, get into the air and could possibly infect people. So this this heat, this drought is no joke. It is no joke at all. It is definitely a precursor to something far worse. So we got to continue to sound the alarm to those who want to be awakened, to those who want to be aware. This is what's happening, y'all. This is what's happening. Whenever I hear things like this, I always think of the Bible. So for the person to mention that it was like a biblical swarm of flies, to me, these are the kind of things that spike my or spark my attention. I definitely want to pay attention to these things because the Bible did tell us that certain things are going to happen in the last days. And so as we see these things unfold, they are not to be taken lightly, not at all. You can take it lightly if you want to, but as it unfolds more and more, it's going to become increasingly difficult for you to ignore and deny. It is what it is, y'all. Anyway, I am done with this story of the biblical swarm. Stay tuned for more because it is definitely more to come. The Most High is not finished yet. He has so much more that he needs to uncover and show the world. He's going to show who he is on this planet. One way or another, people are going to find out. If you don't know, you will know. For those of you who deny his existence, you're going to find out as well. Anyway, share your comments on this story in the comment section below. As always, keep it tight and keep it right. But until next time, I'm out. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below and share your thoughts.
Okay. Yeah, man. Flies, a plague of flies. They are some nasty little annoying buggers. Flies. Heck yeah. Y'all know flies are stupid. Let me tell you how stupid flies is. They fly up in your house, right? And you open the door. And it could be broad daylight coming through your house when you open the door or the window. And they still don't want to fly out the window or the house. I mean, the door. They still want to fly around your house. And you trying to let them out. You trying to direct them out the house or the window. They still want to fly around and stay in your house. That's how you know flies ain't no good, man. They are of the devil, man. That's why I say Beelzebub is the Lord of the Flies, man. You know, the demon Beelzebub, that's what he socialized with the flies because they are a nuisance, you know. And I know they serve their purpose, because the Most High creates everything, they serve their purpose. Flies, they are stupid. They are dumb. You trying to let them out the house or the window, they don't want to leave. You be like, get out, I'm letting you out. I'll be like, you dumb fly, you don't see the door wide open. You can have the door wide open like a goddamn barn. You have the door wide open like a barn. They still want to fly in your room or the house. I mean, like, golly. Man, I'll be like, what you scared of, fly? You scared you're going to get eaten by a bird or something? Or praying mantis or whatever predators you got out there after y'all? You have to worry about, you got to go outside and face them predators, or you're going to have to worry about this can of Raid or this fly swatter. Matter of fact, I saw it the other day at Wally where it was like an electric fly swatter. It was like a tennis racket. It's shaped like a tennis racket, but it's like a little bug zap. I'm going to give me one of those things. Shit, heck yeah. Give me one of them electric fly swatters, man. As soon as a fly around in here, zap. Swing at him, zap him. He going to be doing an electric slide till he fall into his death. But yeah, let me see that comment Sister Eve made about the Bath and Body Works, I think. Let me see something about. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That Bath and Beyond executive CEO jump off of his skyscraper, rise onto his death while his wife and he was getting sued for 1.2 billion fam. Damn, he jumped to his death. Let me see if I can find the article. Let me see. Hold up. Bath and Body Works. Let me make sure. Okay. Bath and Beyond. Okay, Bed Bath and Beyond. Bed executive. Hold on. Jump off. Okay. CEO jump off. Building. There we go. Jumps to death. I'm gonna find that article, man. Thank goodness for Google. That's one thing about Google. You looking for something, it's gonna come up. "52 years old, Gustavo Arnold." Well, let me see. Fair use now. Fair use, YouTube. Hopefully, they don't have no pop-up blocker on here. Let me see. Hold up. You know, ain't like my channel monetized anyway, YouTube. Shucks. He was paying $18,500 a month for in rent. Golly. Holy moly. That's almost 20. Well, I'm cringing from that comment. $18,500 a month for rent? God damn. Man, that's a cheap car right there. You know how many cars he could buy? If he paying it, man, he could buy probably 20 poor people a car. If he paying $18,000, man, come on now. He could probably select 12 people and buy them each a car. If he could afford to pay that per month for rent. Hold up, man. Let me get my calculator on my phone. Let me get the calculator right quick. Get that whip out the calculator. You know what? It been a minute since I was out the public food system, and math was one of my arch enemies in the public food system. Yeah, I said it and I meant it. I looked at math like math was an arch nemesis because I wasn't good in math. I couldn't stand math, especially those dreaded word problems. Oh Lord, I hated those dreaded word problems. You know, I hated them word problems in the math class. Heck yeah. Okay, 18. Hold up. Y'all just bear with y'all brother right quick. Y'all terror with y'all brother right quick. 18,500 a month, okay. Times 12. Damn. So yearly he paying about over $222,000 a month for rent, like total, for the grand total. He paying $18,500 a month, and I did it times 12, you know. So he paying $222,000 a month for rent. God damn. And he jumped to his death. But yeah, I found the article. Oh, I already knew it. They came with the ad blocking counter attack because they know I got ad blocker. I already knew they was gonna come with the heat. It's all good though. I'll find something else. All these news channels they don't want me to use the ad blocker. Yeah, Bad and Beyond finance chief falls to his death in New York. No, he killed himself. He jumped to his death, not fall. He falls to his death. Okay, I found. Let me see if I can share this right quick. Show you and read some of the article. That's insane. I'm telling you, man. You see, they got the bag, but they still miserable. They got the so-called bag, but they miserable. Because you know how they got the bag? They sold their soul. You see, a lot of these CEOs and executives, man, they part of that world. They sell their soul to get where they at. And Hashatan comes to collect. Okay, let me see. All right. Okay. Bed Bath and Beyond finance chief falls to his death in New York. Police say 52-year-old Gustavo Arnal fell from a Manhattan skyscraper known as the Jenga Tower on Friday. Mr. Arnal joined the company in May 2022 during the pandemic and previously worked as a cosmetic brand Avon and consumer goods giant Procter & Gamble. The big box chain in the U.S. has been facing financial trouble, recently announcing store closures and job cuts. Shares in the company have been volatile, being viewed as a meme stock driven by social media buzz rather than traditional economic statements. Okay, and they're gonna say Gustavo will be remembered by all he worked with for his leadership, talent, and stewardship of our company, she said. And I'm not gonna read all that. I'm gonna just, skim through it. Man, he jumped off a skyscraper, y'all. Man, that's a horrible way to go. You know they gotta be in the wrong type of spirit to do something like that. Yeah. That's enough of that. He jumped to his death. He was getting sued. He was facing 1-2 billion pump and dump stock fraud suit that had been filed against him about 2 weeks ago. Dang. These heathens will off themselves when facing any trouble, shaking my head. Facts. That's big facts. For real. That's what they do. Y'all, man, even on the Shawshank Redemption, what the Warden did at the end. One of my favorite movies, the Shawshank Redemption at the end, when they was coming for him, when he was being exposed for his corruption, what he did when they was coming to arrest him at the end. Man, he got that gun, man, and he rocked his own snot box at the end. He pulled out that gun out that drawer, man, and he rocked his own snot box. That's what they do. When trouble coming, they will destroy themselves. They will self-delete themselves because they cowards. They straight up cowards. They can't handle taking all. I want to put this. They cannot handle being in a poor condition or losing everything that they stole. But they want to say they work hard for it. No, they stole. They got everything through bloodshed and deception. Most of them, not a good amount of them. And that's what they do. When it's time to face the music, they want to off themselves. $18,000, man, for a rent. That's insane. And when he landed, it was nothing pretty. It was brutal when he landed. Come on, he jumped off a skyscraper. When he landed, it was brutal. It was nothing you want to see. Hold on, I'll be back. Big salute, brother. Yeah, L. Shalom family. See you soon. One love to the cleanup crew family. Moshe Ben, big salute, my brother. Big salute, brother. Yeah. You know, be safe out there in the UK, brother. Be safe out there. That's our brother from across the pond. We got people from the UK listening to us. That's what's up. Israel scattered to the four corners of the earth, family. Straight up. We got brothers and sisters in the islands, brothers in the UK, all over. Brothers in the continent of Africa, brothers and sisters all over. You know, that's why I say Israel, we scattered to the four corners of the earth. You know, we a big family because, you know, I know we say we Judah, which is true. Most of us all Judah from the southern kingdom, but we got the northern kingdom brothers and sisters scattered beyond the Euphrates, 12 tribes strong. 12 tribes strong. You know, that's a mighty nation right there. 12 tribes strong. And we don't rock with no 12 tribe chart around here. 12 tribes, all Negroes only. Different shades of brown, from the darkest of brown to the lightest shade of brown. You know, you got light, bright Israelites and you got midnight black Israelites. But we all Israel. Different shades of brown, melanin. Straight up. That's right. So I'm sorry, Squanto. Crouching Eagle, Hitting Tiger, Jose, Javier, y'all not Israel. Y'all who y'all are. You know, y'all Mexicans, y'all Latinos, y'all Native Americans. So y'all, that's who y'all are. Y'all got y'all heritage. Y'all got y'all countries. Y'all got y'all societies. You know, y'all not of the 12 tribes. Stop letting these camps lie to y'all. They are deceiving y'all. Come on now. If you could take a time machine and take these camp members and bring them back to the time when Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull was alive, or Geronimo, let them go teach that to Geronimo and Crazy Horse and Sitting Bull back then. They'll get scalped. They'll scalp them camp members. I ain't no Israelite. Geronimo be like, I'm Geronimo. I'm Geronimo. I'm Crazy Horse. I'm Sioux. I'm from the Sioux tribe. I'm from Sioux tribe. I'm not Israelite. I'm Sioux tribe. I'm Cheyenne. That's what they'll do back in the day. You could take a time machine and take these One West members and bring them back into them times when the Indians was around. Back in history, man, they'd probably get run out the village. They'd get scalped. Man, Crazy Horse would throw that tomahawk at them. I'm going to scalp you. That's right, Lil Feather. Yep. Say you had bring it out. Yep. Lil Feather, Juan, and Ling Ling is not Israel. That's right. You know. Sleeping Boar. You know, Soaring Eagle, Weeping Owl, you know, Javier, Pedro, Catalina, you know, Bonita, you know, they're not Israel. Heck no. I don't care what one mess say. They lying to y'all Hispanics and natives, man, and they wrong for lying to y'all like that for all them years. They wrong. They gotta pay for that. They've been lying to y'all. You know, they've been lying to y'all, Jose and Squanto. You know, y'all got y'all reservations, man. Y'all got y'all cultures. You know, y'all got all them tribes. You know, and it's messed up what happened to y'all tribes. Y'all got taken over by the Gentiles, but it was prophesied to happen. You know, it was meant to happen because we're in a time of the Gentiles. You know, it was meant to happen. But it's sad that y'all lost y'all land to the European Gentiles, Native Americans, and what they did to y'all, but y'all not of our people. Y'all not of the 12 tribes. And most natives know that too. Most Native Americans know that. Only the few gullible when they want to buy into them lies. They want our rhythm in. They want our rhythm, but not our blues, and give us blues for real. Man, that's a real comment right there. That's real talk. Man, that's a statement there. They want our rhythm, but not our blues, and give us blues for real. Straight up. I'm serious though. Stop lying to these people. Y'all need to stop lying to these Native Americans and Latinos and saying they Israel. Y'all wrong for that, man. Y'all playing on them people's mind. Y'all know damn well they don't give a damn about us, but y'all want to include them in the 12 tribes. And I don't care if they get mad at us. Shout out to the cleanup crew, FOP, and any Israelites that's teaching against this 12 tribe chart, because we ain't the only ones that's teaching against it. How the hell? Show me some Mexicans coming here in the transatlantic slave trade. Y'all want to say the Native Americans is the tribe of Gad. Show me some Native Americans in captivity, working in cotton fields, doing hard bondage in the field. Ain't no Native Americans was doing no hard bondage like our people did. They was during slavery, Native Americans still was roaming the lands. They still was roaming the lands. Some of them, like in the West, let's see, the Civil War. Okay, during the Civil War, most of the West Coast wasn't even developed yet. It was still wild lands, you know, and you still had tribes roaming the lands freely. You know, I want to say the West didn't really started being developed till after the Civil War. That's when people started migrating the West, like after the Civil War. You know, now it probably was being developed. I'll take that back. The West, some of the Western states probably was being developed, but they wasn't fully developed like they were like after the Civil War. But during the Civil War, you know, it was mainly northern and southern states. That's right. Big running bell. 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 Benito Gonzalez on big running bell. Oh, Benito Gonzalez. For real, for real. Shit, you ain't gonna find nobody in the scriptures name themselves after an animal. You know, talking about the tribe of Gad, man, Native tribe of Gad. But when you look at pictures of Native Americans in the past, you don't see them with beards. You rarely see a Native American man with a beard. I think what they probably did was they pluck out their beard hair so they can't grow their beards no more, like some of the Native Americans back then. And that's Mongoloids. They Mongoloids, the so-called modern day Native Americans that you see, they Mongoloids. They don't even got no ounce of Negro in them. They Mongoloids. So how does the tribe of Gad? How the Cubans end up being the tribe of Zebulon? The so-called Cubans, tribe of Zebulon. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any logical sense. Straight up. They full of buffoonery. And they need to stop deceiving people. Because I'm looking at a picture right now. Jacob's family. Okay. His so-called 4 wives. You got Jacob, you have Leah, Zilpah, Rachel, and Bilhah. Okay. Leah had the most children, y'all. Out of all Jacob's 4 wives, Leah had the most children. Okay, the sons of Leah. She had Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulon. Okay, so Levi and Judah Negroes, right? So you mean to tell me that Leah just had 2 Negro children and the rest was Hispanic? Man, come on now. They all started off as Negroes. How in the hell Reuben descendants, Simeon descendants, Issachar descendants, and Zebulon descendants end up going from Negroes to end up looking like a whole nother race? That logic is, they don't have no logic. That's remedial. They got remedial logic. Okay. And Rachel, she had Joseph and Benjamin. Zilpah, she had Gad and Asher. And Bilhah had Dan and Naphtali. And all 4 of his wives was Negro women. They was all black women. So if Jacob was a black man and his 4 wives was black women, their children came out black. And they was living in a region where it was melanated people at. Come on now, what a logic at? So how in the flock did all the tribes start off as Negroes and half of them end up being Hispanics and Native Americans? It doesn't make sense. Gad, okay, when Gad was born, Gad was a black child. Like Gad, like when you read the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs, Gad was a black dude. He was a black man, okay? And I'm sure he had black children, and he had black grandchildren, and black great-grandchildren, and black great-great-grandchildren. And fast forward to 2022, how in the flock did they went from that So looking like some Mongoloid Native Americans that's riding around on horses, painting their faces, you know, and doing a Rand dance and all that. You know, these camps, their logic doesn't make any sense. Their logic doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, it doesn't. You know, because Leah had the most children. You know, she had Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulon. You know, and Dinah. She had Dinah too. So she had 7 children. She was the mother of Dinah too. You know, so she had the most children. She had the most children out of all Jacob's women. She had the most children. She had 7 children because she had Dinah too. Got to include Dinah. You know, and big salute to Levi and Simeon when they avenged Dinah honor. You know, that was Simeon and Levi when they went took out them men. When they defiled Dinah, man, they got pissed off and they went and handled business. So big salute to them brothers, Levi and Simeon. Straight up. But yeah, that 12 tribe chart is buffoonery. And it's sad in 2022, you still got people promoting that. I'm serious. No, all jokes aside, it's 2022 and you still have people promoting that buffoonery. They stuck on stupid. That's all I can say is they stuck on stupid. Why don't they women have the Eve gene? They can't even reproduce us. Facts. They sure can't. They cannot. 9 tribes are pale Jesus hippies, but produce black people. Exactly. That doesn't make sense. Their logic is flawed. Their logic is flawed. And I'm so sick and tired of people promoting that buffoonery. You know, they need to repent and come clean.
He's still out here tackling.
Yeah, for real, they hate us. Look what they doing to our people in California, running people out the black community and stuff, the Hispanics. They can't stand us. You know, they want to be honorary whites. Most Hispanics, they want to be honorary whites. Yep. Let me see. Hold up. They want to rap like us, dress like us, talk like us, and be with our men/women, but have all the hatred towards us. Make it make sense. Yeah, mental illness. They stupid. They got a mental illness. Because if you hate a group of people, like I always say, common sense. If you hate a group of people, you're gonna try to do everything in your power to avoid them, not to be like them, not to imitate them. But no, they doing the opposite. They want to take over our music because we created all the genres of music. Most of the inventions you see in modern society, our people invented, but they came up with the patent machine to steal the ideas. Yeah, they got a mental illness. They got a mental illness, but they don't want to admit to it though, but they do. They have a mental illness. I'm gonna call them out on it. They want to say we playing a race card when we should tell them to stop playing the mental illness card. What you mean? You okay? The majority of your people hate my people, but y'all want to imitate us. Y'all want to rap like us. Y'all want to dress like us. But if y'all supposed to hate us, y'all supposed to not want to be like us. Y'all supposed to want to continue to be like y'all own selves. But we know that's not happening because y'all blame. Y'all base people. They blame. They are bland people. They don't have no seasoning. They're not the salt of the earth. They're not the salt of the earth, fam. And that's real talk. I don't care if they get mad. They not. They not. They're not the salt of the earth. But they want to lie about everything, though. They want to lie and say they this and that. Let's see. Okay. Tariq did a video on it. They're talking about hip hop, how they were in it from the beginning. I listened to Ray Supreme video on it too. He did a good breakdown on them races. Yeah, for real, they stupid. They some hypocrites. Because if you hate something, you're gonna try to avoid it. You ain't gonna want to socialize with it. You ain't gonna want to associate with it. You know, you're gonna just try to avoid it. You ain't gonna want to be around it. Traveling, I heard you say that they like to say we're playing a race card. They created the race card so that they could use it against us. So we all just playing a game of cards. Yeah, because the term race came up by one of them Gentiles. I think his name was Johann something. They talk about that from Babylon to Timbuktu book and a Babylon to Timbuktu book. That term race came up by a Gentile named Johann. I forgot his last name. It was Johann something. You know, he came up with the term race because back in the ancient world, they wasn't calling you by your race. They was calling you by your nation. They address you by your nation, your nation. If you was an Israelite, they'll address you as an Israelite, and you say what tribe you was from. Or if you was a Greek, they'll address you, you're a Grecian or Greek, you're a Roman, you're a Hittite, you're Egyptian. They'll address you by your nation. They didn't address you about black, white, yellow, and all them colors. That was buffoonery. Them Gentiles came over that buffoonery. Oh, you black, you white, you red, yellow. Man, we some crayons now. We went from being addressed by a nation, what nation we come from, for what crayon we came out of. What we come from crayon boxes now? You black, you yellow. If you're Asian, you yellow. If you're a red man, you're a Native American. You know, you brown, you're Latino or Hispanic, you're a black person. I mean, it's stupid. Just a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay, you don't have to read the article, Moshe. Just wanted to show you. Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. But yeah, I'm serious though. They came up with that buffoonery with the colors. We ain't no damn crayons, man. We people. Straight up. Like we came from Crayola. We didn't come from Crayola. We come from the Most High Yah. We ain't came from Crayola. All this color. Oh, you black, you white, yellow, and all that. Purple and all, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just a bunch of buffoonery. Like we came from Crayola. Nah, man, we ain't came from no Crayola. Like we some box of crayons. Nothing but madness. Oh, for real, yeah, that's been going on. Yeah, they terrorizing blacks. Yeah, Latino gang members in Southern California are terrorizing and killing blacks. Yeah, that's why I say black people need to get out of California. Get away from them. Acting orders from Mexican mafia, Latino gang members in Southern California are terrorizing and killing blacks. Yeah, it's time for our people to come back home, come back to the South. We don't need to be in the West Coast no more, man, because that's not our people. That's not our people. But you got these lying camps out there want to push that on our people, saying that's our people. No, they ain't. That's not our people, man. They got their own issues. They got their own tribe, which is them. They stick to their own. They stick to their own. But you can't tell it to these camp members, though. Yeah, they running blacks out of certain communities in California. Yeah, I remember George Macon. Yeah, he used to. I don't know if he still do content, George Macon. But yeah, you know, I still be keeping my ears to the black sector, though. I'm sure y'all do too. Keeping y'all ears to the street in the black sector. You know, what's been circulating around is one of them been exposed. You know, this content creator, he been exposed for being a so-called peddler, and now he trying to clean up his name. You know, he been doxxed by a Grandmaster Troll. Uncle Suge called him out. You know, y'all probably know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he's in the black sector, you know. And I mean, he was on Grandmaster Troll panel. I mean, it was just, I mean, that panel, his panels be all toxic, man. I mean, they just be talking smack to each other and all that. I mean, it's just nothing but toxicity. And I guess he was trying to clear up his name. Man, that's one dude you don't want to get into beef with, Grandmaster Troll, man, because he gonna dox you. That man gonna dox you. He gonna go look for all your information. And like I said, I'm against doxing. I'm against that, man, because you're putting people's livelihood on the line. You know, you don't know if they got a family. You know, people trying to feed their children, and you want to dox somebody and put their job on the line like that? You don't do that. Rings of Power. I wonder when Rings of Power going on. Oh, it started already, Rings of Power. Let me see. Yeah, I'm Prime Video. Yeah, I've been watching House of the Dragon so far. House of the Dragon, you know, it's so far it's kind of good. House of the Dragon, you know. Then I saw Dragon Ball Super Hero. That was a good Dragon Ball movie. Dragon Ball Superhero, you know. So I watched they got 3 episodes out of House of the Dragon. I watched it on freemovies.com. That's how I watch some of my stuff, because I don't have HBO. I don't have Netflix. I could get Netflix if I want to, though. But some of the Netflix series, I just go to Free Movies and watch it. Free Movies. Yeah. That's how I get around it. But I have Tubi. I got Pluto TV. I got Freevee. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, he's a content creator. He's very controversial. You know, sometimes he be talking dirty to women on the panels, you know. Yeah. They said when he was 12 years old, they claiming allegedly when he was 12 years old, he was touching on a 6-year-old. When he was 12, he was touching on a 6-year-old. And then they exposed some of the crimes he committed, like, you know, robberies and all that. You know. Yeah, I mean, but he was trying to clear his name, though, you know. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, him. Yeah, you know, his name start with an R. His name start with an R, you know. R-U-E-M-P, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, Suge went in on him. Yeah. He very controversial because he be trying to get in women. He be trying to seduce women on a panel. I mean, he talked dirty to them. He tried to get with China White. He tried to get at Bayou Bun. He tried to get at all the women in the so-called black sector. You know? Yeah, he called women out their name, but he's still talking because he want to say, brothers, if you want to get a woman aroused, talk dirty to her, call out her name. Call out her name, call her out her name. That's going to get her turned on. I'll be like, this dude is demented. You mean to tell me to call a woman out her name, call her B's and H's, that's going to get her aroused, man? Man, that's some twisted ass stuff. That's a toxic relationship. That's toxic. You know, because if a woman call me out my name, I'm not going to get aroused. I'm going to get mad. I'm going to want to destroy something. I'm going to feel defeated. You know, you don't call each other out your name when you're in a relationship. You're supposed to address people with respect, you know, because the tongue is a very powerful weapon. You know, that's how most wars were started in history. That's how most fights are started, through the tongue. You don't call nobody, if you're in a relationship or marriage, don't call each other out their name. You know, don't call your woman a B or H, and women don't call your man a BAN, man, you know, or punk B, you know. You know, you don't do that, man. You're supposed to be adults. But yeah, this content creator, that's what he do. He was saying, man, That's how you get it. That's how you getting them draws, bro. Call out a name. He talk fast too. Man, call out a name. I don't care. I'm gonna call out a name. I'm gonna call out a name. I don't care. You don't like it? Oh well. I'll be like, this dude is demented. But a lot of them got issues though in the black sector. They are very deluded. Some of them need to be placed in a psych ward. Some of them don't need to be on YouTube. Some of them need to have their channels taken from them. Seriously. Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about, though. You know? Yeah, and so that's been circulating in the black sector. I mean, a lot of content creators in that sector been doing streams about it. Like I said, he was on Grandmaster Troll the other night. I watched it. I mean, it was all over the place. Their panel was off the chain. I mean, it was just chaotic. But I never seen Suge video. But I'm gonna have to go look at Suge going in. I never saw Suge video about dude said the child support should go to the black man because they need it more than the black woman. Give the children to the black man no matter what. To avoid all that, I say, man, first off, to avoid all this baby mama drama, you know, marry before you carry. Do it the right way on Torah. Marry before you carry. But a lot of our people, they just destroy for the lack of knowledge. They thinking with the flesh. They don't vet the man or vet the woman they with, and they just want to jump in a sack and you know, and bring forth children that they have no attention to take care of, and it's sad. And that's how you got a broken society, you know. And that's why I say shout out to fathers of the past, man, because they didn't tolerate that. You got somebody's daughter pregnant back in the day, you having a shotgun wedding, you know. You know, they didn't play that back in the day, but these days we live in a so-called watered-down society. If you trying to force somebody to have a shotgun wedding, they might be, oh, that's toxic masculinity. They might want to get on the daddy for that. Oh, you being a madman. No, he's supposed to be protecting the honor of his daughter, you know. No damn honor. No honor no more. Just straight up moralist behavior. Yeah. Yeah. And Bomb Cherry was defending them too. Bomb Cherry, yeah. She should be ashamed of herself. Bomb Cherry with her washed up self, with her. Then I heard she was they exposed her. She said she had videos on the website. You know what websites I'm talking about, the dirty sites. They say she did filth, you know, and she's supposed to be a married woman, but she on panels with other men, talking dirty with other men, and you know, seducing other men. She married, man. That's what I say, man. A lot of these content creators, a lot of these men and women in the black sector, they are some miserable pieces of filth, man. They miserable because you know why? They don't have the Most High in their life. They don't have the Most High in Christ in their life, and I'm just keeping it 100. They don't not, because if they had the Most High in their life and they was following His commandments, they won't be doing none of the buffoonery. They would be trying to hide the old man and the old woman they were, but they're not doing that though. Yeah, they very toxic. Stay away from people like that. You could just watch from the clouds, but stay away from them. I won't dare get on these panels. They all filthy. They all nuisances. They all just, ugh. Yeah, she was. She did that. Yeah, and she's supposed to be a married woman, claiming to be a married woman, but she on panels with other men, talking nasty, talking dirty, seducing them. I'm like, oh Lord. Her man is a cuck. I'm gonna just keep it 100. If she married, her husband is a cuck. He a cuck. He a cuck. C-U-C-K, a cuck. You know, he a cuckold. He being virtually cuck. You know, because ain't no man gonna allow his wife to be on a panel with other men, especially engaging in buffoonery and mess. Hell no. Hell no. Unless her husband dealing with some other women. That's the only way I could see it. That's their business, but they might be in an open marriage. I don't know. But man, I tell you, there's a lot of weirdos on these YouTube streets. There's a lot of weirdos in the black sector. A lot of weirdos. Yes, sis, she just loose and no class at all. Exactly. A lot of them got no class. Oh, we're talking about a content creator named Bomb Cherry, sister of Oracle 007 in the black sector. And what is a cuck? A cuck is a man. First of all, it goes on in the white community. A cuckold is short for the word cuckold. Basically, a cuckold is a married man that like watching his wife get screwed by another man. It's a very genre in the it's a genre in the porn videos. You know, they call it cucking or cuckold. And basically, it's like I say, a man that like to see his wife getting screwed by other men, or allow his wife to just screw around on him, and he have no problem with it, and he get off on it. Because you see, that's what they do. You got a lot of these white men. They go hunt for black men, and they pay these black men to screw their white wives, and they watch the black man screwing their wives, and they get off on it. You know, they call it a cuckold, a cuck. It's just it's a sick behavior. It's a very sick behavior. You know, we all adults here. Yeah. They'll go, like, they'll walk up to a random black dude. Hey, look, I'm looking for a black bull to screw my white wife. You into cuckold? And he'd be like, what's a cuck? I'll pay you $500 to screw my wife. It could be a middle-aged white man. Say it was a middle-aged white man in his 40s or 50s, and his wife might be in her 40s or late 30s, early 40s. You know, he gonna be like, look, how old you is? I'm 28. I'm a 28-year-old black man. I'm gonna pay you $300 to screw my wife, and I'm gonna watch and record it and put it on a website. You know, you know, they done it to the slaves in slavery, honestly. You know, they done it in slavery. You know, they'll take the strongest one a slave, and the master allow his wife to screw a black slave. You know, it's a sick behavior. It's a very sick behavior. You know, it's a very sick behavior. Minute or Don DL. Yep. And you see, just like some of these be asking, they be sending each other nudes and all that, man, that's disrespectful. If you dealing with a woman online, you know, if you got a relationship with a woman, whether or if you friends or dealing with somebody that's a content creator, or, you know, you don't ask nobody to send you no nudes or DP, a D-pic. It's very sick. You know, it's very disrespectful. That's just carnal minded. You know, if a woman asks me to send her a picture of my rod, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to send her a scripture. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show her a picture of a Bible. You know, I'm going to send some scriptures to her. You know, because that's very carnal. And it's very disgusting. It is very uncomfortable. You should not ask that. No, you ask the question, I'll answer. You know, are you good? You know, yeah, because that's what it is, you know. That term came up in the Caucasian community because that's what they do. That's how they get down, the Caucasians. You know, they into stuff like that. They sick and demented. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They into that. They go. And you got some black men do it too. That's married black woman. They'll get one of their white homeboys to screw their black wives, you know. But it's mainly whites engage in that behavior, though. It's only a small percentage of our people that engage in that buffoonery. I'm like, any black man that do that, man, he need to get his snot box rocked. Because what our people went through, you know, I don't care if you got first of all, you should not want no damn pecker wood around your black wife as a black man. You should not want no goddamn Gentile looking at your wife. Because they already lust after our sisters, just like they damn flat back Beckys be lusting after us. You know, every time you see, man, you got these brothers, they get, you know, every time they smile at you, brothers, these white women smile at you, you know, they only want one thing from them. They don't want you for you. They want to have their bed bug fantasy. Real talk. But yeah, learn not the way of the heathen. That's right. Learn not the way of the heathen. You know, but yeah, you got some of these married women in the black sect, they supposed to be married, but they disrespecting their husbands. You know, by arguing with other men on the panels and just cussing at each other. And just like these married men, Be like, you know, they're miserable. A lot of married people on YouTube are miserable. They must not be happy with their spouse. These married men, they not happy with their wives. These married women, they not happy with their husbands. Because why are they on these panels for what? 4, 5 hours arguing with random people and strangers that they're not going to meet in real life? It doesn't make any logical sense. It doesn't make any logical sense. Straight up. Yeah, when them flies went in her nose, I know that was disgusting. Ugh, flies flying in the nose. Oh, she probably did. She's probably sneezed. But yeah, they got a lot of weirdos in the black sector of YouTube, though. A lot of weirdos. And sad that there's people like 30, 40, 50, 60. I mean, they just miserable. They some miserable people. And they want to make other people's lives miserable. If she asks for a picture of your raw shower picture on the staff that you pull off the internet, one of them walking sticks, yeah, or walking stick, yeah, one of them walking staffs, yeah, yeah. But I don't know why, I don't know who started that trend, but you know, you got some men do that. They'll send a picture of their private parts to a woman, or a woman to send nudes. But you should not do that, because once you fall out with that person, they could use that against you. And they want to expose you, but that's revenge porn, you call it. They're not supposed to do that. They call that revenge porn. That's illegal too. You can't do that. You go to jail behind that stuff. Yeah. That's why I say you can't link up with a lot of these people in the black sector, because they shady. They no good. Once you fall out with them, they want to air out your dirty laundry and stuff. You know, it's just a hot mess. But yeah, that's what's been circulating in the black sector, though. That's what's been circulating on that content creator. He been called out, and he trying to defend his name. But no, the damage is done. He been exposed. And people still gonna rock with him too. People still gonna support him, unfortunately. Yeah, he was convicted. Yeah, let's see. He said, I wasn't on that website, but isn't more. You can't find my you can't find my name on it now. So that means you was convicted, fool, and you low-key just admitted to it. Yeah, he done the crime. He done the crime. He's been a creep, though. Drove all the way here to the post office and it's closed. I have to give up on this. Yeah, I'm sure they was closed yesterday for Labor Day. Yeah, a lot of them government places was closed on Labor Day yesterday. But yeah, he been exposed. You know, he been exposed. I mean, he just, you know, a lot of them, they say they this, but they really not who they say they are, these content creators in the black sector. They brought the damn ghetto to the internet, because once upon a time, the internet used to be a safe space, a sacred place. Not no more. Negroes messed the internet up too. Damn Negroes messed the internet up too. They brought the hood and ghetto to damn YouTube and social media. Hot damn it. You know, hot damn it. Shit. I see why Hassan Campbell called it the 30 section, the 30 section of YouTube. That's what he called it, the 30 sector. He called it the 30 sector. And that's sad, you know, if you trying to, especially if you blow up as a black content creator, you got to get away from the black sector. I hate to say it, you have to. You got to branch off from the blacks, because if you socialize with these black content creators in the black sector, they could jeopardize your channel. They could jeopardize your channel. And that's facts. I hate to say it, but it's true. Say if you got like 200,000 subscribers, you trying to build up your brand, man, you better not hang around the black sector. You better stay far away from it. Say like if you have a channel, say if you're a sister, you got a channel, you're doing reviews on like cosmetic products for women, you know, like cologne, perfume, body wash and all that stuff that women use, and your channel get big, you better not associate with nobody in the black sector, you know. You better just focus on your own brand, you know. Or if you're a brother, you might want to start a channel reviewing tools, even if something like that, garden tools, you know, like screwdrivers, power drills, lawnmowers. You know, if you're a brother, man, you want to just start doing reviews on stuff that men use, you know, like tools, favorite colognes. I'm trying to see what else. Types of best type of tools to use to build something, and your channel get big, you better not deal with these Negroes in the black sector because they're gonna bring your channel down. And most of them Negroes ain't gonna hear you talk about tools because they close-minded. They go, oh man, he talking about power tools and shit. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear him beefing with somebody because our people like negativity. Sadly, the majority of our people, they like negative stuff. They don't want nothing positive. You know? Oh man, he lame. He talking about Craftsman too. He talking about a flathead screwdriver, the top 10 flathead screwdrivers to use in 2023. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I want to hear him talk about beefing with somebody. I'm just being real. That's how they gonna be. They want to hear negative stuff. You know? They want to hear negative. That's why I say if you got a channel and your channel blew up, you better stay out the black sector. Straight up. They gonna call you all that. They can call you all the names they want. But hey, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's sad too, yeah. Many are just sick like him, especially the Mammoth Muse making excuse for him raping a 6. Yeah, he know. And he want to say he didn't know what was right. Come on now, he was 12 years old. He know right from wrong. Come on now. You know right from, if you, even as a child, your parents correct you. Even when you 5 years old, they teaching you, your parents will teach you right from wrong. And he was 12 years old and he touching on a 6-year-old girl. Come on now. He knew what the hell he was doing. Come on, man. That's just straight up wrong what he did. It's straight up wrong. That's why they're taking up for him, because they probably engage in some wickedness like that. If they taking up for him, they probably engage in that type of wickedness. Wow, let's see. All he said he was gonna get a whooping. He said this is what his peers told him. Man, they lied to him, man. He lied to him. He was under peer pressure, all right. He should have said, I ain't doing that. He should have stood his ground and say, I'm not even doing that to that child. You know. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. Come on now. In the environment he grew up in the type of environment he grew up in, he knew what he was doing. Talking about he didn't know right from wrong at the age of 12. Man, miss me with that bull crap. Miss me with that bull crap, man. Come on now. You got 10 years old out here. You got 10-year-old boys out here shooting guns. You got 12 years old in New Orleans carrying AK-47s. They know how to shoot a gun. They know right from wrong, but they choose to do wrong because the environment they grown up in. So you can miss me with that buffoonery. Straight up. That's straight up buffoonery, man. He violated a 6-year-old girl, man. He was 12. Children not supposed to be doing stuff like that. He corrupted that little girl, man. He corrupted that little girl. Exactly. How can a 12-year-old think of something sickening and sinister? You know, I know sometimes you reach puberty, you know, some 12 years old, you know, they need to get the hormones, but come on now, you're still a child. When I was 12 years old, man, I was still playing with Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, damn it. Playing video games. I was getting action figures at 12 years old. My mama had to tell me to stop playing with toys. She said, "You too old for that, son. You can't play. You're too old to play with that." I stopped playing with toys till my parents tell me I was too old. Straight up, real talk. These days, children don't want toys. They want to grow up too damn fast. That's the damn problem now. They want to grow up too fast. They don't want to enjoy their childhood. They don't want to enjoy the beauty of being a child, you know, because, you know, we in a moralist society, and it's sad too. That's why I'm so grateful I was born the year I was born in, you know. But yeah, most 12, you know, not depending on what, even if you grew up in a negative environment, you should know that's wrong to do that to a small child at the age of 12. Come on now. So he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Talking about all kids think like that. Like Ninja, no, the hell we don't. You're the only one that's exactly. Right. You know, we was outside playing. We was playing sports, you know, back in the day, we was riding bicycles, probably, you know. Only a small percentage of children was engaging into stuff like that, but they was in a bad environment. But the majority of 12 years old, hell no. He got a sick mind. To say stuff like that. The sad thing is, he still thinks that way, even more creepier and violent. Exactly. We didn't exactly. We was too busy, man. I was too busy worrying about my missing an episode of Power Rangers or Saturday morning cartoons at the age of 12. I was worried about passing the damn math test. The math test I was struggling with. Getting out of passing to the next grade. Shit. Real talk. So he the one with the demented mind then. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. Gee, at age 12, I was worrying about missing an episode of Saturday morning cartoons or Saturday night TV show. Because back in the 90s, man, you had everything. You was lit. TV was lit back in the 90s. You know, you had everything. You had a lot of good things to watch on TV back in the 90s. Yeah, he wrong for doing that to that child, though. And that, I don't know what she should be an adult now, but it scarred her for life. You know, it scarred her for life because she was 6 years old and he was 12, and he doing something like that to a child. That scarred that child for life. And now that little girl's gonna grow up with the spirits on her, and everybody's gonna act like something's wrong with her when the box of spirit was given to her by a man vexed with demons. Playing the debaucherous spirit, not the boxers. Yeah, the debaucherous spirit, yeah. You actually have black women on that saying he didn't know any better. Give him some grace. He was 12. Bullshit. I have to say bullshit, man. They wrong for that. He knew what the hell he was doing. Give him some grace. Nothing. Come on now. That's bull crap. Why they justifying that, man? Why they justifying that? Come on now. She was 6 years old. He 12. He about to be a preteen. He preteen. He ain't a child. He about to be preteen. And she's still a child. 6-year-old, that's a child, man. The average 6-year-old, okay, the average 6 years old is what, in first grade? Correct me if I'm wrong. The average 6-year-old is either in what? Either kindergarten or first grade. You know, y'all can correct me. Either first grade, I think. Come on now. And he 12 years old. And the average 12 years old is probably like in what, 6th grade, about to be in 7th grade. He a middle schooler. He about to be in middle school. And he was touching on a 6-year-old girl. He about to be a middle schooler. Come on now. He knew what the hell he was doing. Come on now. He knew what the hell he was doing. But I've been picked up vibes that he a shady person. He's a snake. He's a shady person. He has dark energy. He's just got dark energy. He got that predatorial spirit on him when it comes to women, that predatorial spirit, But yeah. And he got a manipulative spirit on him. He likes to manipulate people. That's why he talk fast. Yeah, you see how he be talking fast? Like, what up, man? What up? What up? What up? Hold up, man. Hold up. He trying to manipulate people, man, with his speech. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He didn't know any better. Bull crap. Bull crap. Yeah, for real. That's what he do. He be trying to seduce women on the panels. Yeah, that creep hasn't learned his lesson yet because he has a history of this. And still on panels, undressing women, talking nasty, and violent predator vibes. Exactly. He too stupid to realize they could use that against him in a court of law. What a jackass. They could use that against him in a court of law. And then he really be screwed. He really be screwed. That's why the black wacko spirit is a damn joke. The whole black sector, whether it's the black man spirit, the whole black sector is a freaking joke. Because they allow criminals, pedophiles, rapists to still rock with them. They have no honor. They have no damn honor. People in those categories should be banned. You should banish people that done that, especially pedos, man. You should banish pedos from your platforms. I don't care if he was 12 years old. He still know what he was doing. He preteen. A 6-year-old, that's a child. That's a child. 6-year-old, that's a child. But 12 years old, becoming 13, you're a preteen. You're preteen. Come on now. He knew what he was doing. Talking about he didn't know any better. Bull crap. He knew what he was doing. And sadly, people are still gonna allow him to come to their platforms. That's to show you they have no honor in that sector. They have no honor. But we're at 3 hours, fam. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this stream down. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate y'all for coming through. 3 hours live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Pray y'all have a blessed evening. Any one of y'all out there traveling mercies be granted to y'all in the name of Yahshua. Yeah, his talking points. I understand. Yeah, when his vulgar talking points. Yeah, what I mean by undressing women with his vulgar talking points and hitting eyes daring to come out. Right. Yeah, he just don't care. He just be vulgar when it comes to women. He just be vulgar with them. He don't care. He don't care if the woman married. The woman could be in a whole marriage, having a mother, a child, a wife. He don't care. He'll still be trying to talk dirty to a married woman on it. That's disrespectful. No honor, no decorum, no honor. But yeah, fam, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Shalom and blessings to everybody that listened, that came through. Big salute to all of y'all. I said, let me do a live stream today. good fellowship. Shalom family, good fellowship. All praises. But yeah, like when it comes to that situation, they should not allow him to come to their platform. They should ban him. But they're not gonna do it though, because that's what's wrong with the so-called black community. They like harboring negative people, people that did scandalous and heinous things like what he did. They want to I understand, but no, he know that was wrong what he did. Some things are just, you should know better, and some things is over the top that you should not do. Oh yes, he is. He's very anti-Bible, of course. So that rests my case right there with his mindset. Yeah. Oh yeah, he gonna see. He gonna call on the Lord one day. He could talk all that mad noise about us that believe in the Bible, whether we Christians, Hebrew Israelites, or Muslims. He could talk all about people that's in the Abrahamic faiths. But one day, I promise y'all, I might not live to see it, but one day his buffoon behind gonna call on the Lord. All atheists will. I don't care. They could talk all the smack they want. All these atheists, they could talk all the smack about God and Christ they want. One day they're gonna call on his name, and one day they will acknowledge his name. And that's real talk. To all y'all atheists out there, I'm gonna make it loud and clear. To all y'all atheists out there, I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, I don't give a damn. Y'all gonna call on the Lord one day. Y'all gonna acknowledge his name, and that's facts. Real talk. I don't care if y'all get mad, y'all can mock, y'all can scoff. Y'all all gonna call on his name one day. Because tribulation, that's one thing. Whether you believe in God or not, trials and tribulations still happen to a person. I don't care if you're atheist or you believe in the Bible or God in Christ. Trials and tribulations you still gonna have. You still gonna go through things in life. I don't care if you could say you're a super atheist, you could say you're a captain atheist, all that. You're still gonna go through stuff in life. So eventually you're gonna call on something. It may not be God, but you're gonna call on some type of higher power. And we understand the true higher power is the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So all y'all atheists out there, yeah, y'all can scoff and mock, laugh and joke, but once you start crying and sobbing, you're gonna call on his name. Yes, you're gonna call and acknowledge his name, because every knee shall bow. Every knee shall bow. Hallelujah. Every knee shall bow. You may not bow today. You may not bow tomorrow, but eventually you shall bow. You may not bow today. You may not bow yesterday. You might not even bow next year or 5 years from now, but eventually you shall bow. And I rest my case. But all right, family, Brother Moshe Ben Yahuda Yisrael, simply Amen. I say to y'all, shalom and peace.